terrifying creatures, insane boss fights, and a whole backyard of dangers to explore. We played 100% of grounded multiplayer, aiming to grab the 45 achievements along the way. Can we build a cool base for the 4 of us whilst here, craft plenty of weapons and upgrades to climb back up the food chain, and ultimately attempt to unravel the mysteries of how we ended up here in the first place? But first, let's head back to the beginning of the story and find out. After the depressing information of 4 teenagers going missing,
dude, is that us that are missing?
The camera panned to reveal our new home for the significant future, the backyard. Turns out we were the 4 teenagers that had gone missing. So after we landed,
care package,
we popped open the briefcase we had somehow been stuffed into and said hello to each other in this new environment.
Hey Matt.
Look at this nerd.
Boy, fuck you! Fuck you! No!
Are you scrapping already?
No!
And after a good scrap,
I'm back. Don't do it again. Okay.
We truly were tiny, so began jumping small creatures and smacking them with rocks to let some frustration out.
Fuck you.
Before we encountered our first field station.
Oh, look!
Oh, it's gonna be cold.
Come this way, look at this.
A place where you can enter minerals and learn crafting recipes in return.
So we just put shit in the analyzer when we find it.
So Jacob entered a sprig, a pebbler and a plant fibre, unlocking us a basic set of survival tools we would need, so we got to work on crafting them as soon as possible.
Where'd you get an axe from?
Where we bumped into some of our new neighbours, the red ants.
There's an ant attacking someone.
So kinda just checked each other out before backing away and continuing to craft more tools.
They're like checking me out and shit.
And with that done,
kill that thing, Colin, kill it.
Get back here. Where's it gone?
Jacob discovered a platform which turned out to be a mysterious machine.
Oh, boys, come over here. Fucking hell, look at this.
What the fuck is this?
So after checking out the electronics underneath,
Can we go in it? Oh, we can.
we quickly put a pin in this adventure as we were in dire need of some food.
Come here.
So we set up a campfire and began roasting the small insects we'd been massacring all day.
Dude, look, I'm roasting the little bug.
And with no clue how we got here, this was a first good step to eventually getting back to regular size. So we forced down the insect meat before heading back to the mysterious machine.
Yeah, fuck that thing up. Fuck it up. Yeah.
Where Colin pushed a strange button,
Oh shit.
activating 2 of the 3 lasers. But unfortunately for us, the 3rd one had been blocked. So after some initial confusion, we quickly discovered the problem.
Oh my god. Something's moving so... You see the grass move?
Termites were chewing on the wire, so we began to remove the problem slowly but surely,
You little shit.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
which ultimately led us to a dark cave.
Oh, it goes into a cave.
And with no other option as the wire was down there, we had to be brave and head inside.
Colin! Kieran!
Oh my god, it's a ladybug.
Whoa.
So whilst Colin and Matt stayed behind to craft and prepare, me and Jacob plowed straight in. To mixed results, I won't lie.
Oh! Fuck off.
Oh,
Oh shit! Okay, man down. I need reinforcements.
And after being revived and the group being reunited, Matt smashed open this wall with his hammer,
You go, girl.
girl, you
Yeah.
play right now.
You
queen.
go, girl. Oh, pebbles.
and we removed the mite problem from the wire. So we quickly left the cave, as at this point, anything larger than a mite would definitely end us.
What is... Oh, why is it coming towards me?
So we returned to our camp, placed our workbench down there,
Oh, that's a lovely... That's unreal, that, mate. A little crafting nook, you know what I mean?
and got to work gathering items, crafting some basic armour,
Do you see my shin guards?
Oh shit, how'd you get that?
some basic weapons, and a bed, giving us a nice little home base.
Oh, plant fibre, where art thou?
So we drank some pond water out of desperation and headed to the strange machine and pushed the button once again, this time triggering the lasers to blow something up.
Have we completed?
We're about to get fried by a laser.
Oh!
We actually are as well. Oh, it broke.
Oh no.
Oh, do you reckon that's what makes us big?
Did we just cause an explosion?
We did.
So we were now tasked with investigating that explosion.
Investigate the oak tree explosion. Okay.
But that was enough work for our first day. So we headed to bed, and with nothing but delusion and dirty water fueling us, we decided now would be a good time to attack the harmless ladybug.
Right, now we fuck this ladybird up. You ready?
Pick him up!
Hit him! Fucking hit him!
Pick him up, boy! Pick him up!
Oh, I'm in the water.
Turns out, not so harmless.
We do no damage! We do absolutely no damage!
But we fought through.
Lick him up.
Oh,
Oh!
shit!
Lick him up! Lick him up! Oh my god, we're actually doing it.
Oh,
fuck.
shit! Kill him! Charge! Get him! Yeah!
Cooking up some breakfast and analysing the parts of the Ladybug, unlocking some cool new armour types for the future,
Oh my god, we can make Ladybug armor.
where our Ladybug encounter may have made us a little bit too confident, encountering our first orb weaver spider,
Spider!
Don't go that way.
Oh my god, look how fucking much health it has!
where we immediately turned tail and got out of there.
Oh, it's so good! I don't like that at all. No, fuck that.
Run away!
Fuck that.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Rock
god,
out
there's a
here.
massive one.
But don't lead it to
No,
us!
run away, Matt.
Help me. Help me.
We can't help you.
And with the group confidence back at an all-time low, we cautiously headed to the oak tree, destroying some large acorns and sap deposits en route, where we found some raw science atop an outpost, but we needed to press deeper. However, we found some much larger spiders compared to the baby one that had just mauled the four of us,
Kieran.
so we opted to let them sleep, wrapping around the tree and finding the explosion, with a blown open entrance to a lab, so we headed inside, uncovering an abandoned laboratory. So we analysed some more stuff we had found outside the tree, before heading further in, discovering a robot by the name of BURG.L on the ground,
BURG.L.
where we helped him up and got him onto his feet, where he proceeded to talk for the next 20 minutes.
I am BURG.L, acting science manager for this project.
So here's the important stuff. We need to activate a spacer platform to return to our original size, but BURG.L has no fucking clue where that is.
Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend.
So we need to find various super chips contained in other labs around the map to get him his memories back. And last but not least, he gave us the location to one of the labs, the Hedge Lab, alongside giving us biometric access to these labs, and he told us about the science shop, where we can trade these pink orbs we've been finding in for blueprints. And if you think that was long, he genuinely spoke like this for 20 minutes in game. So we checked out the various shops, bought ourselves a little upgrade,
Oh, there we go.
and began to plot our next steps with that bombardment of new information. So before leaving the oak tree, we opted to explore through a crack in the glass, finding some new materials alongside a milk molar.
Milk molar.
Something we will become familiar with later. Basically, they allow us to get stronger, like skill points. We also found some worker ants, where we got jumped by one of them.
Oh, he's angry!
So jumped the other ones right back.
No, we're fighting it. We're cooking it.
Yeah, we'll kill it, we'll kill it. Oh, we've got it, it's easy.
They don't hit that hard.
Yeah.
Before getting out of the oak tree and heading back home. And after some sleep, weevil meat and some more pond water, we got to crafting some new items. The pick of the bunch being my new red ant club,
Oh, it's a two-hander.
where I also found the first trinket, a fluffy dandelion, allowing me to float gently from any height to the floor.
Whoa, look guys, I'm gliding on a dandelion.
And on his travels, Jacob learnt to peep animals.
It's like a spotting mechanic.
Yeah, but I don't know how you actually get it.
You click E when you on it.
Oh.
And with an achievement later down the line to peep every single animal in the game, we started early, peeping these larvas,
What's that? I found a lava.
where a 1v2 quickly descended into me and Jacob running away from a pack of 5 of them.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
No, we can take him, we can take him.
Are you sure? There's like fucking 6 of them. Bruv, run.
Retreating to the nearby water.
Get in the water. They can't swim, I don't think.
And whilst out exploring, we all naturally rendezvoused outside the Hedge Lab. So we climbed up a pair of garden shears, discovering a nearby field station, alongside some collectibles, and most importantly, a zip line.
There's a zip line up here, guys.
So we went across it,
Oh, yeah, baby.
and precariously started traversing up the tree branches, finding a little lab, so we pillaged it before sleeping in this strange bedchamber. And after an uncomfortable night's sleep,
But you are bugging me out.
we fought with some spiderlings,
Oh my god, it's tiny baby spiders. Wait, they have so much health, Jacob.
Oh my god,
Wow.
there's so many.
Well, we fucked up. Who broke the
You
other
know
one?
what? Fucking run.
Oh, that's strong.
before ziplining onto a frisbee.
Oh, shit.
The panic that just set in him then.
It's like the crab squids all over again.
Where we chopped up some blueberries for crafting,
Wait, the spiders!
Yeah, I'm chopping the berries up, me, Annie.
before one more zipline took us into another part of the lab, this time the main part of the Hedge Lab. So we placed our hand on the biometric scanner, all desperately crowded around the water cooler for our first sip of clean water, and we learnt from the terminal we had to find a password somewhere to access the super chip. So it was time to face our demons from earlier, as an Orb Weaver Jr. blocked the path forward.
Jacob, on the right.
Orb Weaver.
But we were stronger now, so this was going to go relatively smoothly.
Oh my god, it poisons you.
Oh my god, I fell.
I just perfect parried that bitch.
He got messed up.
What also went smoothly was us unlocking our first mutation, essentially buffs we can equip. What didn't go smoothly, however, was Jacob falling off the lab not once but twice. On the second time, smacking straight into the spider-ridden territory.
You reckon I can drop back in here?
Yeah, you can jump in there.
No, I can't.
Oh, how did you fuck that up?
So I floated down on my dandelion,
Good luck with the spiders.
and with Matt and Colm already back up in the lab, we decided to head home and work on some new equipment, so we will focus on the lab duo instead. In the lab, we learnt of Dr. Wendell's initial experiments into shrinking, and after some more risky traversal and fighting some robots with electric arms, they found the second milk molar. However, this one was cracked open already, meaning we now had one skill point to allocate later. But that wasn't the main goal. They were hunting for the password, so they pressed deeper, finding a storage room,
Oh, Matt, come up here.
and more lab rooms, where Matt uncovered the final scrap of paper containing the final part of the password that we needed. So whilst me and Jacob crafted some new armour for ourselves, including the Acorn set for myself, Matt returned to the terminal and punched in the password, where a room behind him opened, revealing the Hedge Lab super chip. So with Matt grabbing the super chip, we had completed the Hedge Lab, learning Dr. Wendell left after the spider infestation had worsened.
Oh, I'm fucked.
So he evacuated for his own safety. And with me and Jacob nearly being eaten multiple times whilst down here, it does make sense. So with our first lab done, we all decided to reunite at camp, as we had become scattered. Me and Jacob worked on killing some nearby larvae, as we were now better equipped to do so. And not after long, the four of us were reunited, so headed to bed with plenty to do come tomorrow. And with the usual rotation of pond water and some weevil meat to keep us ticking over, we placed some more storage chests down, depositing the previous 2 hours of hoarding finally. Before I crafted some more arrows for my new bow, Jacob crafted his new lava dagger alongside a shield, and Colm set his sights on some Ladybug armour. How expensive of him. And with the three of us wanting to continue questing, he remained stubborn and wouldn't continue without it.
Alright, let's fucking kill this ladybug. Come on, boys.
So we started culling the local population. All this trouble just so he can run around looking like a ladybug. Oh, bless him. And with the first kill down, he made himself a faceplate, calming him down just a little bit. So we continued to explore, where we found some more collectibles, alongside uncovering more landmarks around the backyard. And after a day filled with Colm rambling about all the upgrades he desperately needed,
I need one more red ant mandible, it's pissing me off.
and the rest of us just chugging along and collecting items, we headed to bed. And after carrying out our usual morning routine, we decided to head towards the oak tree, where BURG.L was, where we all entered the milk molar terminal for the first time and purchased our first of many upgrades, mainly opting for the extra health to start us off, where this time Colm drew the short straw and had to let BURG.L ramble on to him.
Alright, thanks, BURG.L. Fucking hell.
But he did remember how there are 3 other labs, them being the Pond, Haze and Black Ant Lab. Doesn't exactly sound too welcoming, that last one, I'll be honest. So he told us about the approximate locations for each of them and gave us some extra information we probably just skipped over. So we equipped some of the mutations we had unlocked earlier, where we now had our marching orders, find the other super chips and explore the other labs. So with the heat beating down over the backyard, we hopped into the nearby koi pond, where we were hunting the Pond Lab, but with limited oxygen and a few nasty creatures down here,
Oh no, they don't look friendly at all.
all we could uncover was a hatch poking out of the earth, but it was locked. So we killed another ladybug to satisfy Colm.
Oh my god.
Poison gas.
Yeah, don't go into the spider.
It's right there.
Before a few orb weavers wanted to join in, so we adopted the tactic of running from the big ones and killing the small ones.
I'm kind of getting fucked up right now, I'll be real.
Not a noble strategy, I'll admit, but it kept us safe, until I might have ruined the tactic. No, that's the main one! And also may have told a little lie, telling the boys that I had a large orb weaver on low health,
Nearly killed it, it's not even our fault.
which was complete bullshit, leading to a double fight with a nearby ladybug joining in.
Get the ladybug as well!
Jacob went down for the 20th time, but we pulled through. So Jacob returned home to place down a spinning wheel for efficiently making crude rope. Me and Matt pissed off some nearby mosquitoes, which was a terrifying experience, and Colm set his sights on a poor ladybug, which had wandered into camp, but all he could think about was how good his new chest plate would look, so he prepared to attack. But for now, he had to postpone his attack, deciding to investigate the smithing station, where you could use certain stones and materials to repair weapons, and also upgrade them for more damage. So he upgraded his spiky sprig before we decided to sleep, where we all shared a rather strange dream together.
Oh, cutscene, what the fuck? This is us before we get made small.
It's a go for molecular reduction. Spacer is primed.
Where you are going, all your worries will seem so small.
and after whatever that was, we all awoke rather confused. Was that us being shrunken? And who was doing it to us? All good questions, but we had to keep making progress if we ever wanted the answers to our questions. And after completing the Hedge Lab, it felt like we'd been left completely on our own for the first time, so we decided to spend some time learning the terrain and learning where we stood in the food chain with our current equipment. So I'll fill you in on the main events. Me and Jacob scrapped a mosquito near the koi pond.
Oh shit, mosquito. Help a brother out, Kieran. Help a brother out.
Oh, wow. Is he healing?
He is healing. How's he? Oh, is he sucking our blood?
Just about killing it.
I'm out of stem. I'm out of stemmy whammy.
I'll get him with a bow. Yeah! Fucking hell. Couldn't believe the fucker was healing. The bastard.
Yeah, little cunt.
Opting not to fight the second one.
Oh, he's in the can with me.
So in a rather strange decision, we traded a fight with one more mosquito for a fight with a bombardier beetle.
He's killing himself in his own shit.
And not one, but two orb weavers.
I stunned it. Oh, I parried it as well.
Oh, this orb weaver's mincemeat, brother.
Get parried, pussy. Get parried, pussy. Get parried, pussy! Oh, shit, I need to heal.
Not our brightest idea, I'll admit, but with Colum doing some heavy lifting, we just about finished everything off. So we returned home, adding a drying rack and some more chests, before Colum added his Ladybug chestplate and shin pads, completing his full set of tier 2 armor.
Equip a matching set of tier 2 armor.
So with him finally satisfied, we set back off, finding a weird haze of yellow, and after entering it and encountering infected versions of the bugs we'd previously fought,
What the fuck is that?
Infected lava.
we had to retreat and find another way in.
Into the pits.
No. Oh, that hurts so bad.
That way in was the gas mask, and for that we needed stink bug parts, something we'd avoided up until this point, but we couldn't avoid it for much longer. So we took off in search of some to kill, instead coming face to face with an ant nest, where we were given the option by the friendly ants to keep on moving, except we needed ant mandibles. So welcome to the Great War of the Ant Nest.
Oh, boys. Time to feed up.
That's fine, we need the mandibles, yeah.
Oh, there is so many.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Bro, there's so many fucking...
This is a fucking war zone, this man.
Like I'm playing Chivalry. I'm dead. I got one shot from half health.
And after our joint brain cell figured out 10 minutes in that it was endless waves of them, we retreated straight into 2 stink bugs, so had to fight our way out.
They're scrapping.
I'm bowing it, it's one shot, it's dead.
Eventually though, we had enough materials for 3 gas masks, so opted to return home and craft them, before we would then come back and kill the last stink bug we needed. So we returned to camp, made the gas masks, and prepared to set back off to explore some of the haze we had encountered earlier.
Fuck off.
Back off, mate. Silly cunt.
So we opted to get a full night's rest prior to the expedition, indulging in our usual morning routine before setting off. And after a short walk, we were back and got straight into a fight with a nearby stink bug.
Fuck him up.
So whilst I returned home to craft myself the last gas mask, the remaining trio began to tiptoe their way into the yellow mist, where they learnt very quickly how dangerous this place was compared to the regular environment of the backyard.
Like the last of us.
So learning quickly, running was the safer option, they opted to sprint straight towards the marker Jacob had placed down, where they raced over a hill and uncovered the Hedge Lab. Except we couldn't open the door unless we found some ant eggs and crafted a bomb in order to blow the door open. And it just so happens that one man was wearing a whole suit of ant armor, meaning he could blend in amongst them. So after a quick pit stop where one singular infected larva killed all 4 of us, we all watched on tentatively as Jacob began to blend in amongst the ants, entering their nest and making his way deeper and deeper.
Guys, I'm in enemy territory.
Until the eggs revealed themselves. The only flaw in a near perfect plan was as soon as he picked up the eggs, his cover would be blown, so he grabbed them and bolted out of there.
You best
You best
grab it
fucking
and run
haul
for
ass
your
out
life.
there then.
And with the second Great Ant War ending in our victory once again,
Oh, shit.
we crafted a brat burst bomb and set some weevil meat to slow cook for our victorious return as we were heading back to the Hedge Lab. And after one reasonably uneventful trip, we arrived with 1 bomb and 1 man, who also happened to have 1 brain cell.
Put him down. Oh, shit. Oh, look him up. Look him, Rastafari. Look him up.
Dropping the bomber light at our feet and nearly ending all of us. No! But luckily, he rolled it into the entrance just in time, granting us entry to the Hedge Lab. And inside, we fought through robots, exploding plants,
Do these explode?
Yeah, if you go in there.
Oh, fuck.
and plenty of obstacles, looting what we could until myself, Colin and Matt were separated from Jacob, finding a separate hallway leading into the first boss room. Unfortunately for one of us, an infected Ladybug was there, and she only had eyes for one of us, dealing with myself and Matt rather quickly, leaving her true target behind, the man who'd been decimating an entire population of ladybugs one by one. So whilst Jacob waited outside nervously,
Open the door. Open the door.
Colin began the duel of his life. The fight was long and incredibly one-sided, with Colin putting up a decent fight,
I've nearly got it to half.
but sadly he was overwhelmed and fell to the Ladybug. But he'd be back soon, just like we'd be back soon, as the Hedge Lab for now was too far out of our reach. So we opted to head for the safety of the koi pond instead, hunting the pond lab, only encountering more underwater spiders in the process. The problem was our lack of oxygen and speed, so Colin hatched a plan to craft the insect axe, which he did quickly, allowing us to shift our focus onto crafting some underwater assistance, including slime lanterns, gill tubes, and some fin flops. So we began to traverse the waters, hunting down all the materials we would need. So whilst Colin did the maths on the exact number of resources we'd need, me, Matt and Jacob began chopping eelgrass and hunting down water bowmen. And as the daytime disappeared in exchange for night, Matt was busy playing on the drawing machine, whereas Jacob exchanged his mundane swimming for something a little bit more terrifying.
Oh, Jacob.
He's swimming. He's chasing after you underwater.
Wait,
He's not really.
he drowned.
He's dead.
He drowned.
Oh,
A wolf.
wait, loot it.
And collectively our eyes lit up at the possibility of farming wolf spider parts via drowning.
It's a wolf spider. What'd you get?
No, you looted it.
Did I?
So you dive in immediately.
Yeah, but I didn't get out.
But the game countered us immediately, claiming the loot was spoiled, so sadly we'd actually have to fight them eventually. But today wasn't that day, so Colin crafted the gill tubes and slime lanterns, doubling our oxygen supply to 80 seconds and allowing us to see deeper down. So we peeped this crow
Oh, I found a crow.
before plunging even deeper down, where Jacob found access to the pond lab through this air vent, promptly succumbing to the water around him.
I found the lab.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but can we all get to it?
Brother, I'm gonna drown. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So Colin equipped us with the final piece of the puzzle, the fin flops, and as the sun rose, me and him engaged in whatever this was.
Whoa, hey, put that shit away, man. Oh,
Married bitch.
While Jacob and Matt finished off their looting.
swinging at me.
Oh. Like Piranha. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, good game. Good fucking. That was ridiculous.
And with the duel concluding, we took care of our basic needs before diving down and towards the pond lab. Some of us entering a touch more awkward than others though.
Oh, I died.
What the fuck?
But now with us all inside, we had to activate 3 relays which were scattered around the wreckages.
Kieran. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck?
So we got to work, barely surviving, but turning the relays on one by one. And once turned on, the remainder of the lab opened up, where we learnt more about the experiments, also grabbing all collectibles we could to save us a bigger job down the line. We then entered a password into this terminal,
Oh, that worked.
unlocking even more of the lab, scrapping even more robots the further down we got, and as we dove even further down, we found the super chip, and the pond lab began to open.
Hang on.
Oh, cutscene. Oh no, we found a boss bat.
Wait, I was underwater.
Whoa.
Including the hatch we found earlier, alongside others scattered around the koi pond. And with our second lab complete, we took the super chip back to BURG.L, and after his usual rambling, he handed us an embiggening cell.
Hold on to the empty cell for me, and when you feel ready, retrieve another super chip to see if we can piece this puzzle together.
Except it was empty, and he had no clue how to create the mixture needed.
Thanks, BURG.L.
So back to super chip hunting for us. Except we were growing sick of our multiple dirty campsites, so we set our sights on a permanent base, purchasing some blueprints from the science shop before beginning to brainstorm some possible locations. So we left BURG.L and returned to camp to ponder. Initially, we plotted to try build across the pond, but the cost would be obscene, and Grounded 3 might come out before we'd finish it. So we then contemplated on the fountain across from the koi pond, but we got to the same same conclusion. So whilst we pondered some more, Colin and myself began expanding our juice carton camp, with more chests to accommodate all of our other stuff back at the original camp.
Oh shit the fuck, there's a huge spider.
Oh, it's walking towards me.
I then may have spent my whole night in a standoff with a wolf spider, so I called in the troops to push it into the water.
Oh my, no, I'm about to die.
He's in the
Wait,
water.
Oh,
he's
in the water! Is he alive?
No, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
We then decided home had been right in front of us the whole time. A perfect balance of everything was right here at the juice carton, so it was time to split into two teams. Matt and Jacob would be here constructing the base, whilst me and Colin would first move the old camp to the new camp before tackling something bigger. So we got to work, where Matt crafted some koi scale armour to prepare for the task ahead, where they began staircasing to the top of the carton. And in terms of moving, it was mainly boring work, running backwards and forwards with inventories of loot and machines to replace. But after a while, we had it done and had everything in one spot. So now for us, it was time to prepare for the main objective. So we warmed up on some ladybugs, also killing a firefly for the first time, before we needed some more arrows. So we repaired our armour before we took off to the gnat pond for some thistle needles. And back at base, construction was well underway, with a staircase up to the top now, alongside a platform running around the perimeter of the carton, to give us more room to manoeuvre. They then put in plans for a second floor, alongside trying to figure out the balcony area, as the carton was causing some issues, before the sun had come down and it was time to head to bed, where we all had another nightmare.
Spacer is prime. All tucked in with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in.
Body mass readout is in acceptable range. Skinfold degradation is minimal.
Specimen vitals are stable and holding. Looks like we've done it.
Great job, everyone. Let's set up 3 more trials for replication.
Sorry to crash your party. The Defense Department has arrived early to discuss Project Orc. The director needs you to be present at the meeting.
Not sure what's worse, our director or a 3-hour meeting with the military.
And after whatever that was, me and Colin were back hunting some last minute gnats, and of course more ladybugs. Look, Colin was with me, I had no other choice. And after we pissed off the local population just enough, we returned to the carton, crafted some arrows and last minute supplies before we were back off. And time to unveil what we would be doing. Whilst they set up the base, me and Colin would be traversing the map hunting down milk molars, for 2 reasons. We needed the achievement to collect all of them eventually, so better to make some progress now whilst we were waiting. And second, we just needed to be stronger for future fights.
Oh, fuck.
So we headed off to the spider lab, where we'd spotted one earlier, getting it after a short fight with some spiders. And back at base, they built a raised platform for a future room, before Jacob finally cracked the balcony problem, using a mixture of fences and half walls to construct it, alongside a little railing up the stairs for good measure. And after our first success, we were eager to keep grabbing more, so I'll speed up and slow down based on the highlights. We next headed to this wooden plank, having to sneak through a spider nest to grab the milk molar. So after setting up a temporary camp, we headed inside, and fuck me, was it sketchy.
Holy shit, is it asleep?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't like it.
If that thing wakes up, we're so fucked.
Where's the molar?
But we managed to grab the milk molar and get out of there. The next one was just as sketchy, as we headed up the oak tree and snuck behind a wolf spider.
Oh, there's the milk molar. Holy shit.
And with several close calls and also launching our only hammer into the weeds,
oh fuck,
Where'd it go?
we got it done. And aside from Colin 1v2ing some mosquitoes,
Get out of the sky, you pussies. Ain't no match for us, mate.
the next few were easy enough to get.
Who drew a castle? Or a penis?
Where we also found the entry point to the upper yard along the way, which was incredibly promising, so we returned to base, where the boys had smashed it, placing some more infrastructure down, and mainly the bed was finally up here. So Jacob began placing plans for a storage area with a shelf in the middle, and connecting the platform to the pillar they had constructed, before it was the mundane task of bringing everything up the stairs. So they began plugging away, chest by chest, and after some time, they had a setup to be proud of, where they then discovered the firefly lanterns, which led to a strange series of events.
Nice, man.
Oh shit, that's sick.
Where you can change the color like RGB.
The fucking disco ball.
And with our new disco complete, they then then began to work on another extension upward, aiming for an eventual network of zip lines, but it was far too low at this point, so they opted for some acorn spiral staircases instead. And after laying some final comfort plans down, a nearby wolf spider came to have a look at the new building.
Test out the bases against.
Test the base's defenses.
If the bottom stair goes, the whole thing goes. That's how good it is.
But there was no chance it was getting in, which was lucky for us. And with the wolf spider leaving us alone for now, we'd have to solve that problem soon. But for now, it was time to try and tick off some smaller achievements.
You reckon I could 1v1 a wolf spider? You reckon I got that dog in me?
To prevent a huge cleanup later. So we first headed over to the gnat pond, taking out our bows and trying to get a flying bug kill from over 30 centimeters away. Which after a handful of misses, we began to pick the gnats off one by one.
I got one.
And grab the achievement. We then opted to stop by the spider lab. Oh, it's awake! Time to go.
I can't move.
Yeah, unlucky, mate.
As we were always seemingly running low on berry leather, a problem which would continue to persist into the future, but for now, we gathered all we could carry.
They're dropping like flies.
We then all stopped by BURG.L's shop
BURG.L.
to grab some upgrades with the milk molars we had been finding. Apart from Jacob, I'm sure this won't cause him to go down over and over again in the future fights.
Oh shit.
Speaking of fighting, Colin was out eviscerating some bees today, feeling especially guilty about the exchange.
I'm sorry, Mr. B. I'm sorry. I don't mean to kill you, but I need your bee stinger.
But he did want a new spear, so he got on with it. But with the berry chunks secured and numerous bees killed, we returned to base to deposit the items we'd looted, before heading out once again in the night for some more resource gathering, specifically acorns, before we came home again and completed our greatest project yet, the berry chair.
Boom. Oh, look at him go. Look at him. He's horror farming in there.
So, of course, we lounged in it for good measure.
That's Matt's booth.
So, with Matt's booth complete, we headed to sleep, as soon we'd be replacing the relaxing with fighting come tomorrow. And after we took care of our basic needs,
Honey Pee needs food badly.
we headed into the oak tree with one target on our minds, the wolf spider. With us equipped with tier 2 items now, we thought it was the right time. And considering we'd need to kill 4 of them, this would be a long fight. So we got to work on the first one. The fight was tough, considering a neighbouring orb weaver decided to join in.
What's this thing weak to?
I don't know, but us.
And the poison did do a number on our health, but the tactic of just swarming it and swinging seemed to work in our favour.
Get parried, pussy. Get parried, pussy.
And we managed to kill them both.
Yeah.
So we applied the same logic to the 2 wolf spiders residing in the interior of the oak tree. These fights were definitely tougher though, as we were weaker each time we faced a brand new spider.
Wait, let me shoot my gas arrow at it. Hold on.
Bro, you poisoned me. I'm gonna die to poison from you.
But we pulled through eventually and had definitely made the area around home just a little bit safer. So Colin then went back to killing his bees, still needing some more bee fuzz.
I need one more fuzz.
And whilst he was out, due to the safer environment around home, Jacob decided to set up a basketball court on the rocks below our base. Mainly for fun, but also to grab the achievement to score a basket from over 40 centimeters away. And I can't understate, that is a very long way away, as we were going to find out soon enough. So after some resource gathering, he constructed the hoop and the ball, and we began taking shots from the balcony to limited success.
Oh, I fucked it.
LeBron!
Chuck it up so I can try and shoot it. No way that didn't go in. Oh! Did I rim it? Fuck.
The whole next day was filled with us taking even more shots, but once again, we continuously missed. So we slept it off and tried again, where the day was once again filled with missing, and even more missing. Colin did craft his new stinger spear though, so not all bad news. And I'm just prefacing these next few minutes by saying, we don't improve. So after more misses, we began to sink the shots from our balcony, except it wasn't enough distance for the achievement.
Let's go, Pete.
So we began improvising from our roof.
Yeah, this is definitely 40. Let's go, Jacob.
It's not. I didn't get it again.
Practically shooting blind at this point.
He's lined it up. He's backing up his shoot. Oh, it's good. No, it's way too deep.
So after enough misses, we decided to move the hoop to the back of the juice carton, meaning we could now take shots from a flat surface. Except it didn't help, and after 10 minutes, we'd barely hit the rim.
It's hoops.
But then all of a sudden, we got a system going and began to get closer.
We try scientific method basketball. We're not going to do it. It's got to be vibes. Like that. Very near.
Fuck, that was close.
Very fucking near.
We then realised how to actually calculate where 40 centimetres was.
Wait, we can ping it. Yeah, that's 40, that's 40.
From where?
Where have you just pinged?
So after over an hour of missing, that's not a joke, we finally had a marker down at the 40cm line and we could start really going for it. So after another 20 minutes of more missing, I decided to make a couple more basketballs. Don't call me the GOAT, but here's 2 more. How we didn't think of this earlier is beyond me, but surely now we could hit this stupid shot. So after being forced to sleep due to a lack of sight, another day of missing began, but we were closing in. So after moving the hoop one more time and another 20 minutes, our luck finally shifted. Matt had done it. Is what Dude Perfect feel like, do you think?
I feel like we're in one of those ping pong TikToks.
We're Generational Fumble, and this is the gong shot. Oh! I think we need to give the shots names before we shoot. That's why we're not hitting it.
This is the Gooch shot.
The Gooch shot.
Everyone,
And now the floodgates had opened. Except when I made my shot, I'd accidentally crossed the line, so it didn't count.
For LeBron.
For LeBron!
Oh, did you get it?
For LeBron James. I didn't get the achievement. So we were back to it. And not before long, Jacob managed to get one. Followed by Column, leaving me.
Don't care, mate. Don't care, mate. Loser.
Shit.
So after enough missing from me, they decided to head out and hunt the final wolf spider down, whilst I stuck around and shot alone, eventually landing the shot to the disbelief of my teammates. We might as well leave one ball, boy. Oh, we'll all go. We'll all go. We'll all go. Why would I stay with you if I just hit it?
Wait, did you?
Yep. One more for good luck. I did hit it.
I don't know if you did. Put it again.
Why the fuck would I lie?
Do it again.
I think he's lying. I don't see an
I do
achievement.
not believe him.
So after being gaslighted enough, I moved the hoop back into the house and worked on crafting my spider armor set, alongside upgrading my tools up to tier 2 quality. And after a short while, they had the spider killed.
I got it. Wait.
It's all down to you, Colin.
Nice.
So also returned to base, where I was armed and ready, meaning it was time to head out back exploring. That adventure brought Colin back to the resource analyzer, where we'd managed to creep up to level 8 brain power. So in a bid to get that even higher, we ventured into the night and headed to a nearby mixer we'd spotted earlier. Essentially a machine we'd have to defend against waves of enemies. This particular mixer was a mix of ants and mice, so nothing we can't handle. So we opted to be cautious anyway and build a wall of grass planks around it, double layering around the mixer itself. So after plenty of chopping and building, the structure was finished and it was time to start the mixer up. And just as the mixer got going, a nearby wolf spider decided he wanted to get involved as well.
Their weakness is stabbing.
Wolf spider.
What?
Okay, that wasn't meant to be involved.
Stink bug as well? We should have not done this at night.
Brother, the whole ant army's here.
Cranking the difficulty up massively. So as some of us retreated,
I can't.
already in the inner walls, defend the inner wall.
I'm fucking running, bruv.
Me and Matt attempted to defend our position, calling the other two back and making a final stand. But our defences weren't enough and the mixer was compromised. They're at the mixer! They've broken the inner wall! They're in the inner wall! So we took some time to fix the machine and the walls, letting even more time pass to let the wolf spider piss off into whatever hole he came out of. And after enough time, the area looked calm again, so we booted the mixer back up. And after the chaos that unfolded last night, the actual difficulty ended up being rather peaceful. So we dealt with some soldier and worker ants, shot down some mites,
Okay.
and together they couldn't even penetrate our outer walls. So we completed the first mixer of many to come, collecting some raw science and a collectible for our troubles. So we opted to head back home and refresh before we'd be taking back off, where one of us will be facing his old demons. Oh, the wolf's behind you, the wolf is behind you, the wolf is behind you.
Yeah, run, run.
And back at base, I was making tons of this mushroom slurry stuff, thinking it was food, not realising it's essentially a strange concrete mixture that's completely inedible. So there goes all my food stock. So then I decided to triple the production like an idiot. Matt was down by the oak tree placing down some sap collectors as it was a resource we were constantly running out of. Jacob was back in the ant's nest, collecting more eggs and crafting some more brat bursts in order to gain access to something soon. He also destroyed our disco lantern.
No!
What?
I misclicked and I threw my club and it destroyed the disco ball.
You fucking idiot. So we were all giving him the cold shoulder for a while, leaving Colum, who was repairing his gear and making some smoothies, as that demon I mentioned we'd be facing was his, and it was coming rather fast. Meaning it was time to head back out, where on our way to our destination, we stumbled back across this mint tub. Can I break the mints in this jar now? So decided to break the mints open. Mint shard.
It gives us loads.
and eat them for good measure.
Mutation detected, fresh defense.
Also researching them, unlocking some new arrow variants, which was good for me.
Mint arrow.
But now it was time to head back into the haze, so we re-equipped our gas masks, feeling brave enough now to take on some infected lava.
Trust me, if you just keep luring them around, I'll kill both of my arrows.
I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Which ended up being risky, but a good decision in the end.
Fuck this, the weapon's coming out. Fuck you, bastard. Stunned.
Yep, nice.
Finding some science, some more marble and quartz, alongside some crow feathers which we'd never seen before.
Crow feather piece.
And with that fight done, the main reason we were back is we were heading back into the Hedge Lab from earlier, as it was time to reface the infected Ladybug blocking a room we needed to enter. So this time we all got in one piece, retrieved our old backpacks and took a breath.
Are we ready?
Before entering the room together and starting our biggest fight yet. The fight was just as hard as last time, but we were also stronger now, so took care of the lava and mites.
Oh my lord, I'm in the corner getting fucked.
Wait, do they keep respawning?
Oh, maybe.
Which left the Ladybug alone.
Look at this dude.
So with us attacking it from 4 different angles, the health began to plummet.
Man, I'm just wiggling and jiggle peeking.
Until after enough arrows and hits, we deemed it low enough to apply the rush tactic, and that was it.
Fuck you!
Get in there and do melee, Pete. We've got it. When it gets 3 bars, charge it.
Charge
Charge it.
We had done it.
Yeah!
Kill all the little cunts.
Colum had conquered the toughest Ladybug yet, so we opened the room it was protecting, finding the Hedge Lab super chip. And with that complete, we opted to head home and sleep.
I'm a runner, I'm a track star.
Before seeing BURG.L bright and early the next morning. So we stuck to our word and raced straight over, where Colum handed BURG.L the next super chip, unlocking some more of his memories. Except all he could remember was how to make a coffee machine, and not the embiggening cell.
A piece to the embiggen cocktail recipe is now restored, but not all of it, unfortunately.
He did, however, tell us that there are 2 spaces instead of 1, but we don't really know what they are yet.
Matt, stop it, you're ruining my B-roll.
So with 1 lab and 1 super chip left to get, we decided to open the final room we'd been missing in the Orc Lab.
What the fuck, man?
Which once inside, we found our first Mega Milk Molar.
Oh, there's Molar. Mega Milk Molar.
Which would give us more practical upgrades, so Colum used it to increase how many consumables we can carry in a stack from 5 to 10. A useful upgrade for the future. And with everything in the Orc Lab taken care of,
Stop flexing, you weirdo.
we bid BURG.L a farewell and set off with the brat burst Jacob had created earlier, crossing the pond and fighting our way past tons of stink bugs.
Oh, what? Did my gas mask break?
Yeah, mine broke as well.
Get up, you.
To get to the hole in the wall me and Colum had found, so Colum dropped a bomb in the entrance and opened the path up to the upper yard, where we opted to test the waters and fight the first thing we found.
Oh, what is that? Roly-poly.
Quickly learning that this place was not to be messed with and was on a different level entirely.
We do know, damn it. Oh, no, we don't. Look, the club does well, loads.
Oh my god, it rolls.
Shit. That's sick.
Luckily, we did kill the roly-poly in the end,
He hit me through my shield. What the fuck?
so we poked our noses a bit further in briefly, finding a barbecue area,
Oh, we burning.
before deciding we tested our luck enough for now.
What did I just die to? Help me.
So opted to run along the edge of the wall, in search of a milk molar we'd spotted earlier, where Colum directed me to it,
Oh, I see it. It's here. On the thing.
and I floated down to get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Where we also found our second mega milk molar. Jacob and Matt were then promptly chased out of the upper yard by a tiger mosquito,
Tiger mosquito. This place is fucked.
so fled back to base with me to repair our items.
I'm
Yeah.
going. I died.
Oh! It was too shallow.
Leaving Colum in the jewel of his life.
Oh my god, they fucking drew the tiger mosquito here. You fuckers.
My ballerina. Hang on, I'm nearly killed it. Whoever's editing this part gets a good fucking fight. Oh, pussy. You're 2 hit. Come at me.
Where he just about managed to win.
Get perfect parried. Ah, he's dead.
So opted to spend the mega milk molar we just found, increasing the amount of arrows we can carry in a stack, before returning back to base to join the rest of us.
No. Oh.
Oh, you brought the chair.
Yeah.
Where we then headed to bed and had another strange dream.
Dr. Schmector, these...
Director.
Director Schmector. These specimens are the breakthrough we've been looking for, just like you predicted. We're close to eliminating the raisoning problem. Our team was up all night recalibrating the spacer.
I see. Of course, my hypothesis was correct. I hope all of you remember this moment the next time you question my methods. Now then, what progress has been made on covalent space expansion? How did Dr. Wendell Tully, a lifetime failure, best the brightest minds at Ominent?
Yes, sir. We're still working on that formula. I know it's been months, but the embiggen process is far more complicated and dangerous than we predicted.
Ugh. Too bad for you, little ones. Prepare the specimens for termination.
This isn't what I signed up for.
And with our first steps into the upper yard ending in us just about making it out, we opted to take care of some things that we'd been slacking on up until this point.
I forgot I did it again.
First of which was defences, which quite frankly were non-existent. So we placed Matt in charge, where he began to plot out some Acon turrets in case we got raided in the future.
Matt's building the fucking military base.
Poetically timed to perfection was the mosquito raid that immediately started after he began placing down his initial plans, which we dealt with calmly.
They're attacking the base! Shoot them down!
Oh my god, they're charging the walls! They're charging the walls! Come back, defend the base! We're being attacked!
We don't have the turrets yet.
But with that successful defence behind us, he got a move on with continuing to plot out some more turrets. And speaking of ticking off some items we'd been slacking on, remember the pond lab, where we thought them hatches that opened were alternate entrances? Turns out they were actually new areas to explore. So Colm and Jacob were now tasked with going in there. So they equipped themselves with the right equipment and began to explore around the pond lab, where they found one door that was locked, needing the assistant manager's keycard to open it.
Oh, keycard required.
Whatever that is. So for now, they kept exploring, and on the other side of the backyard, I was back on milk molar duty.
There is so many ants in here!
So after last time, you've seen us collect enough of these things at this point, so we'll leave me alone to focus on collecting, instead focusing on the team at the pond lab. The duo's journey through the new entrances brought them into the observatory dome we'd seen earlier in the cutscene, where Colm harvested the nearby mussel sprouts, which are a useful resource for crafting some more powerful smoothies in the future. And with their descents becoming increasingly awkward between the oxygen,
I'm gonna fucking die again.
swim speed, and just then becoming a touch idiotic, dying multiple times,
The koi just one-shot me.
they were able to still collect a good amount of resources for us down there, alongside ticking off the rest of the rooms in the pond lab.
Oh my god.
Which was a huge step towards the 100% scorecard we'd need to score to complete an achievement, where they returned to base to see what Matt had been working on, where he'd finished off some of the turrets.
Hold this, bitch! No, he's breached the wall.
Land a single shot.
Alongside adding in some staircases and some nearby spike traps to defend the turrets. Eventually we want to add in some more walls to create a permanent solution, but this'll do for now.
Oh, you can go full 60? Oh, for fuck's sake.
He then took care of another thing we'd need, adding in a patch of grow beds just outside the base, allowing us to farm for some resources we need down the line. And with him working at home, Jacob and Colm went back into the water,
Target acquired,
uncovering a mossy key down a tunnel. So they ran back and inputted it into a chest they'd found earlier.
Open that shit.
Huge.
Whoa.
Finding a mega molar inside alongside an auxiliary chip, so they opted to run it over to BURG.L, hoping he knew what was on it. Turns out he did, unlocking some more of his memories and, importantly for us, some new crafting recipes. So Colm gave them a browse, where through their travels and my travels, we'd managed to track down our 10th scab colour scheme, grabbing an achievement for our troubles. So they buffed themselves up with the milk molars I'd been finding, where I also found the recipe for summoning the Broodmother, a chilling premise we'd eventually have to face. But like most things so far in this playthrough, it was a later down the line problem. So with Matt being happy with the base for now, the three of them took off to the edge of the lower backyard, finding a huge picnic table. So of course, they began immediately staircasing up to see what was up there. So after a while, their staircase turned into a bridge and they were across. So they dealt with some new ants we hadn't seen yet.
Black ants, Jacob! Come back here, you pussy!
Just in time for Jacob to slip through the cracks.
Oh, I fell through the crack!
Where one more staircase later, they were inside the lunchbox, finding some chewing gum and milk molars, which definitely helped me out. What didn't help me out was the stuffed wolf spider they'd left waiting for me on a routine stop back to base.
Oh my fucking god, who put that spider thing in the base?
face. So I promptly deleted it before carrying on hunting milk molars. And back at the table, Jacob met the flaw once again.
Oh my fucking god.
So he was helped up where they dispatched of some more bees and finally reached the top, opting to abandon that in exchange for a dirty exposed pipe to explore instead. Each to their own, I guess. But that quickly yielded nothing incredible, so with column analysing our new black ant parts, we opted to return home and reunite, where Jacob met the wolf spider I'd seen earlier.
Oh my fucking god, bro. And he was looking for something in the face. And it still terrified me.
So with all that chaos, we opted to sleep, waking up and adding in some new dew collectors and drying racks in the morning, before I was back out on the milk molar hunt, where Matt was spending the milk molars I'd been finding, using a total of 20 in the process. So whilst he was working on upgrades, Jacob and Colin were back at the picnic table, this time actually going up to the top, finding a toy castle, a field station and plenty of large books, where our brain power ticked over to level 10, unlocking even more recipes, where turns out that toy castle actually was a mini labyrinth, so the two of them headed inside and began to navigate it, fending off the army of bees and making it to the other side, finding a treasure chest for their troubles, including a mega milk molar and a BURG.L chip. So with the air in their sails, they began to build another staircase, where Matt had made his way across at this point, aiming to reach the sandbox this time. So they made it to the edge, where they began constructing the safe staircase down, so Jacob began to cautiously look inside, where an antlion didn't quite like his attempts to gain some intel, leading to a close fight,
You're getting murked by an antlion.
just about ending in our victory. So they healed their wounds, where the parts they'd found off the antlion would lead to a monumental discovery just a little later on. But for now, they continued scouting out the inside of the sandbox,
I think they pop it. Oh god.
Oh my fucking god.
maintaining a safe distance at all times. So me and Colin on the other side paid a visit to BURG.L, handing in the chips we'd found earlier alongside testing out the duplication machine for the first time, where we would eventually make a huge fumble regarding this machine. But for now, we purchased a few recipes including the mint mace before my milk molar hunt was over for now, so we ventured to join the other two by the sandbox,
Oh, Mr. B, I'll save you.
eventually making it across, so it was time to go and play in the sand. Except mainly out of fear, we proceeded to keep looping around the perimeter for some strange reason, where we found another mixer and a sandcastle, which was too alluring and tempted us inside.
It's burning!
Oh, it's sizzling.
Where we learnt quickly that the ground here was a touch hot in the sun, so we dipped between ponds and shade spots, being constantly interrupted by the antlions who live burrowed beneath the surface.
Oh my word, they have so much health.
But we had just about enough strength to put them down at this point, with all four of us working together. So we kept exploring, where Jacob found the entrance to the Black Ant Hill, so we swapped out the clubs for torches and began to descend into the ant nest, where after a few twists and turns, Jacob entered a large open space, finding the Black Ant Lab, where he quickly learned how strong the ants down here truly were, opting to wait in a safe spot for the rest of us to catch up, where we joined up with him and headed inside,
Grab his bitch ass. Come here, pussy.
peeping the new creatures along the way and fighting our way through the lab, which granted us some more collectibles and items before searching a few more rooms, where we temporarily confused ourselves, until luckily we found our way into Sector B of the lab, which definitely had a more sinister tone to it, as it opened into a large dark space. So we pushed this red button with no worries at all,
Oh yeah.
cracking open a large room blocked behind glass. So of course, we blew a hole through it, which seemed to spook Matt for some reason. So as we all headed inside, he remained on the exterior, where after interacting with this terminal, he was locked out and we were trapped in with our next boss fight, the assistant manager.
Beat his ass. Oh my god, look at his fucking health bar.
So we did what we did best, began clubbing the shit out of it, wearing him down slowly, where on the exterior, Matt was just trying to control his breathing and calm back down.
Uh-oh, phase 2.
But on the inside, the chaos was truly beginning to unfold.
Oh my god! Stand behind the pillars.
Between electricity and constantly moving lasers, his health began to get lower and lower, so the attacks began to come thicker and faster. But we kept up with him, downing of course a fair few times for good measure. But with some last ditch efforts, the assistant manager's health was low, but so was ours, so we went all in and went in for the kill.
Get in on him! He's gone!
I'm out of stun!
Where's me?
Holy fuck!
And now it was safe, Matt finally could come in, where we continued to explore around. using the keycard we picked up off of the body of the robot to open a door leading to an alternate exit, but more importantly, the final super chip we would need, which marked the completion of the Black Ant Lab. We also found a door, but it was locked and required all 8 mixers to be completed before we could go inside, so we'd be back here for sure, but for now it was time to leave the lab.
Is it a snake? Or is it a hose pipe?
What hose?
And work on upgrading our firepower. And our plan in its simplest form was to farm antlion parts to make the antlion greatsword, which was a huge boost in damage. We were then going to be cheap and craft one of them and spend a shit ton of science to duplicate them 4 times, paying no attention to the over 40,000 science we needed for the 100%. So with a foolproof plan, we headed back to the sandbox and prepared to start the farming. And even with most encounters being a 4v1, we still got downed a lot, but little by little we kept on hunting them down, even managing to get a gold card from one of them, which was big for one of BURG.L's many quests we'd need to complete eventually. And after some more grinding, we quickly pit stopped in the sandbox lab outpost, finding some spicy shards alongside some new trick arrows for myself. So Jacob decided to eat one of the shards to grab a quick mutation, as alongside all of the BURG.L quests, we were going to have to get all of the mutations as well. But for now, it was back to the antlions, as worrying about the laundry list of tasks we had left was too scary a thought for now. So with many more antlion kills,
run me your pincers, fam.
We finally had enough ant pincers for the greatsword. Right, we need 3 more then, just for my little armor set. Alongside the armor set, which I'd set my sights on, mainly for the hat, I'll admit. So we opted to return home for the first time in a while. And back at the oak tree, Colm stopped by BURG.L's, where we handed over the final super chip, learning that once again the good news was he'd remembered one of the ingredients for the embiggening cell, which was toenails. The bad news, the final ingredient isn't the final ingredient, and there's one more, and it's a secret that only Dr. Wendell knows. So I guess now we have to track him down as well. But first, Jacob was given the honour of crafting the antlion greatsword.
Oh yeah, baby.
Our first tier 3 item of many to come, and a major upgrade in stopping power for future fights. So we dropped in at the duplication machine and dropped a cool 6,000 science on 3 more of them. Hindsight is a bitch, but why we didn't just farm more antlion parts while we were in the sandbox, I'll never know. Anyway, so with our new weaponry, we decided to switch it up from offense to defense, deciding due to the amount of insects we were pissing off recently, we needed to build walls. So we placed down some plans of sturdy walls alongside some partitions whenever things got awkward and some gates, creating a much safer compound. So with the blueprints in the ground, we headed to bed before starting the construction tomorrow, where once again, we had another weird dream.
Alright, here they are. All tucked in with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in. As requested, they're strapped and synced with scabbies for whatever they might run into down there. You do realize the director will have our heads if he finds out we're removing company property?
Can you sleep at night with what this company's doing? We need to do something.
Is Dr. Tully even alive? The field team reported him missing months ago. You are prolonging the inevitable.
Wendell, wherever he is the only hope for these kids. I'll make the delivery to his yard discreetly. No one is even going to know.
I hope you know what you're doing.
So it's Dr. Tully's garden.
Yeah, did you not know that?
Nah.
And with some more information about our kidnapping and disappearance, we kept up work on the walls, degrassing the whole nearby area, where Colm worked on our mussel sprout farm as well, adding in some more grow beds alongside placing down plans for an oven in the base, which would allow us to access some more in-depth upgrade pieces. But for now, we lacked charcoal, so we just continued progressing with the walls. And with that coming along nicely, Colm decided a little overhaul was overdue in the interior, so he expanded the upper floor, repositioned a lot of our machines, and added plenty of new ones on top to increase our overall production power. And with the walls on top being completed, it was beginning to feel like a home atop the juice carton. So of course, we indulged in a massive fireplace to celebrate. So Jacob headed out to get some clay in the morning, where freshly upgraded and stocked up with supplies, myself, Colm and Matt were enjoying the new power we had from the swords.
Everything in our path shall die.
Oh my god, it does a whole bar of a mosquito in one swing. Just a little bit too much though.
Oh, another challenger has approached.
Alright, you're half health already. And now you're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry, little one. Yeah, run away, cower in fear.
As we proceeded to kill pretty much everything that came into view. So to actually get back on track of being productive, we headed upstairs to the upper yard, where I tested out the sizzle protection my armor had granted me. Oh, it burns really badly. Except before I did this, we may have killed about 4 wolf spiders. And it's dead already. Holy fuck. And down goes the first one. And down goes the second one. But eventually I did get around to harvesting some charcoal. Barely making it out alive, but we had enough for the oven now. So I analysed it at the nearby field station for some new recipes. Oh, charcoal canteen. Where Jacob returned and constructed the fireplace, alongside polishing off some of the recipes Colum had laid down the previous day. And back in the upper yard, we had discovered a hole filled with lava.
There's an army of them, holy shit.
Which somehow, upon our entry, had pissed off the entire species of them. So poor Jacob was ambushed in the middle of his interior design spree. Oh no. So we tried to race home.
Oh my god, Jacob, we're coming!
Jacob, man the base. But this would have to be a one-man defense this time.
You're not taking my fucking...
And with the walls and him working in tandem, the base was defended.
Wait, did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And with his new set of armor, he decided to honor his first set, immortalizing it with a statue and a plaque. So we returned to give it a look.
Oh, that's cold.
Before heading to sleep. With the base looking a lot nicer now at level 2 on the coziness scale, alongside being a lot safer as well. And the following morning started off pretty well for myself, using our new oven to cook up some mighty globs. But they allowed me to upgrade my antlion sword all the way up to level 6. Where out of the 5 options for specialising on screen now, I opted for the mighty one, as you probably could have guessed, grabbing a 35% damage buff from the upgrades.
Boom.
And with the slight downtime we now had back at the base, we managed to accidentally find the photo mode. So we snapped a quick screenshot for the achievement. And in his downtime, Colum had been grinding down some mushroom slurry, alongside using the ones I thought were food earlier to construct some mushroom bricks. So we opted to fortify our front turret with a half wall of mushroom, mainly for the achievement, but it also gave it a nice aesthetic. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And with a lot of boring but necessary base work out of the way, we headed off to the Hedge Lab mixer we'd found earlier for some action, where we carried out our usual tactic, placing a layer of grass around the mixer alongside some lookout platforms. And with construction done and everyone here,
Does someone want to pick me up? Cheers.
we activated it and prepared for the waves to arrive.
Well, look how fun.
Which they very quickly did, specifically waves of orb weavers and lavas this time. And I'm not one to pass blame out, but we did fail it the first try. And maybe, just maybe, it's because one of our members put himself atop a branch with his torch out and just watched.
I can't believe we actually just failed that.
Because what's Matt doing, bruv?
Matt's aura farming on his fucking pedestal.
I'm using magic.
Well, you're not, because it was shit.
So with one attempt down, the second one proved much smoother, with all 4 of us back working together.
Why would you do that?
And with the beefy potions Colum had crafted earlier, it allowed me to stay high on health throughout the fight. So we held out and fought off the reoccurring waves, completing our next mixer, ticking the amount we needed down slowly. And with confidence at an all-time high, we headed straight back over to the sandbox, starting the next mixer up. This time only having to deal with some antlions, and with only 2 of them coming at once, this one proved a lot easier than the other one, so we got it switched on the first time of asking. And as a bonus, on our departure, we found an upgraded antlion, so we jumped in the hole and killed it, being rewarded with some more upgrade materials for our troubles.
Oh shit. Spicy stuff.
So with some new upgrades to make, we opted to return to the carton, where Matt added a little chimney to our fireplace, getting us up to coziness level 3, helpful for an upcoming achievement we would need. Alongside this, we laid down plans for a very necessary hot tub by the waterfront area, which wouldn't quite go as expected when we eventually do build that later on. But for now, Jacob was the one doing the main progression, cooking up a juicy mushroom sandwich in the oven, as we had just found out that we can feed certain items to the free ant queens in order to make them like us. So we were starting off simple and starting with a red ant queen. So Jacob donned his old suit for one last ride, and we accompanied him back to the red ant nest, a site where wars had been won and lost, but now it was time for peace talks. Except the entry was anything but peaceful, as we may have killed about 50 of the workers simply trying to defend their queen. And after 30 minutes of navigating this place completely wrong,
okay, don't go the way I just went.
Oh my god, and a quick Google search,
I'm gonna Google it.
we had found her.
There she is!
The red ant queen, queen in all of her glory.
Oh, she's very angry looking.
So Jacob stepped up to her, fitted with a red ant armor, and fed her the mushroom sandwich. And as an acceptance of our peace offering, she bestowed upon Jacob a baby red ant of his own.
Wait, whoa! Dude, he can carry shit for us. Carry my acorn.
So we named it Bingus, and with peace acquired, we headed back home with smiles on our faces, as we now had a new pet to bring back with us. And back at base, Jacob placed his new ant into its house, and officially named him, where he was back in the kitchen. But this time, peace wasn't on the menu, as he cooked up a Broodmother BLT, one of the bosses in the game, which was a spider located near the Hedge Lab, so we would have to prepare properly. So we began working on that, and alongside preparing, Colin continued his acorn staircase upwards, even stopping off at BURG.L's shop to duplicate some shells at 200 science a pop, and in hindsight, probably not worth it again, but for now, we had bigger fish to fry. So with his staircase at a good point, we all hustled over to the hedge, feeling nostalgia as we hopped onto the frisbee, but just adjacent to it was where we were going.
Is that it? That massive spider nest up there.
And it was definitely a terrifying premise.
This is pretty creepy, I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So we navigated the corridors and entered the arena.
Oh my god.
This is fucking insane.
Seeing the past victims of the Broodmother all over the walls, and out of fear but mainly stupidity, we just dropped the BLT summon down in the centre, which obviously didn't work. But after a quick false start, we slotted it into the wall and down came the Broodmother.
Come to us, Broodmother.
Oh my god. He's after Bingy!
This behemoth was pretty much resistant to all of our current weapons, and dealt its fair share of poison damage, so this fight was going to be easily our toughest one yet. So filled with nerves, we ran headfirst straight towards it. And although the opening of the fight may have suggested this would be a simple affair for us, the tide of the battle quickly shifted as the Broodmother began to summon extra help from the webs.
Oh, it's walking me down, that is. Oh! Oh my god, it attacked 5 times.
And we began to drop like flies.
Orb weavers are out. Oh my god.
One by one we were claimed until I made a last ditch effort to revive Colin, but I was also put down, meaning the Broodmother had claimed the first battle.
I'm down. Yeah.
But the war wasn't over yet.
Hold out, King.
And she did give us the BLT back, which was very kind of her. So after I got lost trying to get back in, and we equipped the relevant mutations, we kicked off the second battle, just as well as the first one.
Yeah, we easily got this.
But this time, we were ready for the second wave of help, which doesn't mean the battle was easy by any stretch, as we had our fair share of downs like usual, but bit by bit, we absorbed her blows and went in for one final attack together.
Fucking send it.
1.5. He's dead. Get him. You got him? Yeah.
We got him.
Nice, nice.
And with the Broodmother down and defeated, we claimed the spoils of war and analysed them, unlocking some new equipment, but we'd have to defeat her a few more times to don any of the armour, so we opted to move on for now, returning back home instead, where Colin finally completed his acorn staircase. So we added a platform with mine and Jacob's help, and placed down our first zipline platform, following up a monumental moment before with an equally big one. So after defending our base from orb weavers, who must have heard about our recent victory,
oh fuck.
Jacob and Colin placed down the platform on the opposite side, and we slotted in the web rope, completing the zip line to the upper yard. So of course, we took it for a spin.
This is definitely longer than 100 centimeters. Evening chums.
Where Colin crafted the Club of the Broodmother as a little treat for himself. And with him off in the upper yard, encountering and testing his new club out on new enemies we hadn't faced before,
I absolutely melt those beetles, by the way.
we set our eyes on the next item on the agenda, which was getting the second of the 3 ant queens on our side.
Oh, for fuck's, I'm dead. Can you pick me up?
So me, Matt and Jacob worked on scraping gum nuggets off of the bottom of the picnic table, a touch awkwardly if I do say so myself.
Oh shit, the yummy gummies.
They went fucking everywhere.
But after we'd gathered them, it was a sprint back to base to grab some cookie pieces and then popping the yummy gum sandwich into the oven to cook. And whilst that cooked, Colin was continuing to farm higher tier insects for an assortment of parts for future crafting, including our first interaction with the fire ants, the third variant of ant we'd have to hold peace talks with soon, or rage full-blown wars with, as you'll see later. And with the yummy gum sandwich completed, I grabbed it out of the oven alongside some building materials and made my way back towards the picnic table, placing a second zip line next to our original one, with Matt and Jacob placing the other one atop the picnic table, as we were finding ourselves travelling over here a lot of the minute, which then allowed me after a quick fall to slot the web rope in and complete our longest zip line from one side of the yard to the other.
I'm coming.
Do we use it a lot? Not really from this point on, but it does look cool, except it takes 20 minutes to get across it, so not very efficient in the end.
Jacob.
But with it done and out the way, it was time to meet with the Black Ant Queen. So we weaved our way back through the lab, pressing even deeper this time, fighting off some soldiers who weren't too happy to see us.
Do you want hands? We'll give him hands.
But eventually, after finding some more collectibles, we opened a passage to uncover the Black Ant Queen.
I found her, by the way.
So I fed her the yummy gum sandwich.
Give it a good shit.
And trust me, it feels just as weird saying that as you probably feel hearing it. But she liked it in the end and rewarded me with our new baby Black Ant. So welcome Bingoose to the team. And as we hit level 14 brain power, we loaded Bingoose onto the zip line and spent the next 20 minutes riding it back across, taking him to the upper yard as he was helping us carry our things, where we hunted down and found some termites.
Ugh, what the fuck was that?
So we spent some time culling the local population for crafting materials. And in the meantime, Matt and Jacob were also out and about, just working on their own upgrades, as we were finding each progressing fight tougher and tougher. And with me and Colin returning home, I set back off to meet up with Matt, who was out fighting antlions, whilst Colin remained back and crafted himself and the rest of us some termite axes, a welcomed upgrade for us to craft some higher tier items with. Me, Matt and Jacob took ourselves back to the Black Ant Hill once again, where this time he used some brat burst he'd been working on to blow open a hole for us to find some scabs, even though I didn't quite recognise them at first.
What?
You just walked over it.
So we did this at another hole in the wall, this time getting a little milk molar for our troubles.
Oh shit.
And after returning home and spending a bunch of time just quietly working on our own loadouts, we were all just floating around the base when the lavas were back once again.
Are we getting raided?
Man, the turrets.
So once again, we were stuck in a base defense.
Why am I sizzling?
And once again, they stood no chance against us.
Huge. Good defense, guys.
Time to get back on the mixer train. So we headed out into the haze to find it, uncovering it and making the simple decision that we were going to basically build a wall that blocked the whole mixer in. So we got to work.
We had to build the wall.
And with a whole host of infected insects coming at us this time, this one wouldn't be as simple as the previous couple, simply due to the variety of enemies. But in the end, our equipment and wall proved too strong for the infected insects, and we had another mixer ticked off and done. Boom! But we weren't quite done with the mixers, except this one might have took a lot longer to get to than we had planned.
No, I'm just going to let him fart and move on.
As Colin may have led us to the bottom of the lower yard, only to realise that this one was located in the upper yard.
Okay, so that is not the one that I wanted then.
So a short 10-minute run later, we had arrived. And for this one, due to our upgraded axes, we opted to construct something a touch bigger than just a capsule for the mixer, adding in a second layer for some extra defence, as we were dealing with the upper yard insects this time. And now this may seem meaningless, but when we move on to the super mixers, this was definitely where the future ideas stemmed from. So we got a lovely platform constructed to stand upon.
Block him in, block him in.
No.
And with everyone healed and ready, we summoned the waves of black ants and mosquitoes. Except the whole fortress we'd spent 20 minutes constructing was completely pointless, as mosquitoes fucking fly. So the mixer for the first time in a while was actually in a bit of jeopardy. So I tried to place a roof atop it quickly, but by the time I got the temporary fix built, the mixer had just about ended. So pretty pointless from me.
I got it up in time.
But either way, however close that fight was, it was another mixer down.
Our perfect base strat might be broken by flying objects, though, we've learned.
So after the double fight, we opted for even more action, heading back down that lava hole from earlier, which led to some great loot, including milk molars and a ton of armor and weapon upgrade materials, which was great for our next move, getting everyone into tier 3 armor. So I used our new inflow of marble to upgrade my armor to level 7, whereas Colin realised a common problem with the armor we wanted. We needed to find lint rope from somewhere, so instead he opted to make a fire ant shield before it was time to get back out there. So for the next while, we decided to really commit to getting some better armor, which involved a lot of exploring, meaning we kept finding new stuff. So alongside the armor upgrade pieces we kept finding, we managed to also find some more sour clumps for our weapon as well. But the main goal in this exploration was to kill a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, they're big. Hey, wasps.
As Colin was going for the roly-poly armor, as he looked like a centurion, Jacob wanted the fire ant armor to honour his first set of red ant armor, and Matt was going for the black ox armor, which would be tricky, as they were a tricky opponent for us at the moment. But speaking of black oxes, Colin had been able to spend our limited resources on a tier 3 hammer, unlocking a lot of new materials we were going to need for the higher tier crafting recipes, which is where our exploration then led us to the garden shed.
Did you just eat a raw salt chunk?
No. My character just says that when I eat.
Salt. Your character looks like he finds salt spicy.
So it is spicy.
Here we are, the doormat. How do we get me up there?
At the upper part of the upper yard, so instead of easily traversing the pink bike placed there to get up there specifically, we instead opted to use the nearby trees and parkour to get our way up there, which was very awkward and long.
I think I've done.
Oh, we did it.
Oh my brother, I'm...
But it got the job done, and we were given rewards for our troubles, finding dust mites on top, and mainly, we had found some lint up there.
We found a bit of Max, eh?
Dust mites.
The exact piece we would need for our armour sets.
There's Lynn.
So Colm analysed it alongside some toenails we found, which we needed for the embiggening cell, where we also made it to brain power level 16. So after that, we split back off into hunting the animals we needed for the respective armour sets. Colm also dipped back into BURG.Ls and he kept quiet about this, probably because he dropped another 2000 science duplicating a single spicy glob. Hope it was worth it, man. But he did slightly redeem himself, placing some lint rope onto spin, before he returned to grab his backpack, where he ran into a strange gathering around it.
Oh my god. Brother, I went to get my backpack, yeah, and there's like 40 ants on top of it.
Speaking of strange, Jacob's travels took him underneath a structure, opening up into an ash-filled room, with the centerpiece of the room containing a fiery red katana poking through a stone.
Kieran, there's a katana in there.
Oh my god. And as the sizzle damage was huge in here, especially in the middle, I was the only one who could get anywhere near enough to pull the sword from the stone. And with us having no clue what would happen when I did, we ignored the potential dangers and pulled it out anyway. Of course we did.
I've pulled it. Oh, do we have to defend the katana?
Triggering an absolute bombardment of lavas to jump us, so we went to work defending it.
Oh, there's actually a few of them. Ow, burning, burning, burning. There's actually a lot of them.
Did we do it?
We did. Can I go get it now?
Master the secret of the barbecue grill.
We unlocked the recipe for it.
Learning the secrets of the flaming sword in the process. So I returned home to craft it, but for now it was a touch expensive. And luckily, we were here just in time for the counter-attack from the lavas, probably protesting against me stealing their sword. But we brushed that aside quickly enough, just in time for Colm to make some huge upgrades. Crafting, upgrading, and equipping his roly-poly helmet and leggings. The chest plate was a little bit out of his reach for now, as he needed more pupper leather, which we'd just learnt of and... Oh, where's he going? Oh, just checking in with BURG.L, I see. Oh, he's duplicating again. This time rust for some reason, costing 800 science per piece. Cheers, mate. Hope it was worth it again. So with Colm adding literally hours to the end of our playtime, he popped on some more milk molars, before also crafting his rusty spear and finally his chest plate, completing the set. And with a very Colm heavy segment, he then repaid his consistent wasting of science and time by using the lint he'd rolled to make Jacob his new armour set. So he laid the spider armour that we'd shared to rest and equipped it. I also made some advancements. Firstly, by grabbing some charcoal by the barbecue and returning promptly to craft two things. Firstly, crafting splinter arrows, which was a huge upgrade from tier 1 to tier 3. Except I only ever make these 5 and stay true to my tier 1 arrows for the rest of the game. And secondly, I crafted the spicy Coltana, so Jacob moved his new couch down to help me celebrate, which brought our coziness up to level 4 out of 5, so great progress. And this left Matt, who had equipped his Black Ox harness and leggings, but didn't have the Black Ox heads required for the helmet yet, so after upgrading his current gear, he was off out on the hunt with Colm, but for now, it would elude him, so we opted to get back out there and explore some new areas instead. Heading over to the Moldorc Castle.
There's a lab entrance down there.
Spotting a lab entrance, but after a quick swim there, it was locked for now. And for now, we had no clue how to open it. So we opted to head around the side and towards the back of the structure and explore back there. Finding some more rust.
What is making that noise? Oh, it's a beetle. Oh, it's 2 beetles.
And more importantly, some more Black Ox beetles for Matt, meaning he could now make his helmet and complete all the sets of armor we needed. We also found a Black Widow spider.
Oh my god, I found a Black Widow.
Just tucked around the corner. But we peeped it and learnt it was pretty much resistant to our whole arsenal at this point, but we didn't care. So I shot it from a distance and brought it towards us.
Holy shit, blood got health.
Oh my fucking lord.
Oh, it got health. Triggering an intense fight, but also a rather short fight.
Oh my god, the spiderlings are fucking me up.
As we were for now rather outmatched. So we stole one of its fangs in protest, analysed it, and ran out of there. But we'd be back. And I know it's been an action-packed few minutes, but but nothing could predict what was around the corner, as we decided to tackle our first super mixer. Essentially a normal mixer, except increase the difficulty and add more enemies, and with this one being fire ants and roly-polies, we decided a simple box design would work, so we got to work constructing it, where the local fire ants decided to take issue with our new structure.
For blood clot's sake. Stay in your lane, bro. Holy shit. Another one.
They must be about the planning permission, you know, with the land and stuff. They must be pissed off. I think it's overlooking their garden, this new build.
Making construction a touch awkward, but we got it done soon enough, activating the super mixer, where at first it seemed a bit too easy.
Oh, now we fight back. Fuck your planning permission.
But the storm soon came, and the fire ants let their true feelings of our structure known.
No way. Have you seen the amount?
Decimating us,
Calm down.
it and the super mixer in a matter of seconds, so we needed to think of a change of plans. As to say this was a humbling experience would be an understatement. We had tier 3 armor and weapons, nearly fully upgraded as well at this point. We should not be losing to some ants. Now, normal people would take the loss, maybe go home, maybe make some better weapons and come back later, not us. We simply applied the logic of, let's just repeat what we did before and build a 1-layer box. But since that didn't work, what if we just built more walls? And then even more walls, and then another layer just for good measure. But then what if they got through them layers? So we put another layer on top just to be safe, and then just as a final cherry on top, maybe add a few more layers.
This is fucking obscene.
And after 1 hour of chopping, building and repairing, our magnum opus was complete. The goal wasn't to win by domination like before, it was to simply waste the ants' time long enough for us to complete the super mixer. So with the fortress complete, we booted the super mixer back up and began the biggest ant war yet. And it went like last time, a pretty tame start and the base holding firm.
Down here. 4 unit.
On Ma! Move to Ma!
Yeah, they're down here, down here.
They're down at the rear, they're at the rear as well.
I'll go top.
Until they began to come in ridiculous numbers.
I fear they might be chewing through the back. Move, men, move. They've just breached it.
And the roly-polies joined them as well.
Roly-poly! I'll 1v1 him. Another one on me. 2 roly-polies, help me!
And with the timer ticking closer, the fire ants assembled their final push.
Oh my god, they're breaking down the walls. No.
So we dug our heels in and made our final stand.
Just distract.
Put your life on the line.
No!
No, we're nearly there, boys. Hold it. We got this.
And with the walls falling all over the place,
I just broke a wall.
the plan had somehow worked, and they had ran out of time.
Yes. Fucking hell.
So we had 1 super mixer down, with 2 more to go. So we returned home to resupply, as that fight took a lot out of us. And if you're a long-standing grounded player, at this point you're probably already pissed off. But don't worry, it's about to get even worse. Firstly, a quick one. We just realised that you can make plant fibre in the grinder.
Boys, I'm gonna kill us. Come here. And you see where it says plant fiber?
A simple but infuriating discovery 25 hours into playing. But secondly, in the main event, remember our coziness ticking up to level 4? Well, the achievement is for hitting max coziness of 5, and we just discovered it was at 4.
You can see the coziness bar though when you stand like here.
Oh yeah. Would have been needed to be 5.
Yeah.
So instead of progressively building the base up until we got it, we decided to, well, it's probably just best I show you in a montage, as I don't think I could do the next 45 minutes any justice.
Oh, it's close. It is close, you know.
Can we just not make another one?
I was thinking that's gotta be it. Oh my god, look how close it is.
Get that fucking fireplace vent or whatever it is. Put it up.
Mate, that is so close.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Wait, I have enough.
What?
No.
That is VAR, that VAR, that is bullshit. Oh, he went on.
God, we need them pine cones.
Right. Are you ready, boys?
Yes! Yes!
Get in the hot tub, boys, we've earned it.
Oh, I'm inside.
Oh, you actually can get in.
So now you understand the hot tub not exactly going to plan from earlier. And you may have noticed Matt wasn't present during this, as we opted to do this the one time he went out alone gathering resources. So it was a great surprise for him to return to find a hot tub in his living room.
3, 2, 1. Your new home.
Oh my goodness. Wait, you can put the hot tub on here. Where are all you at?
Oh, I'm in here.
We're in the hot tub.
Oh, we're in the hot tub.
Oh.
So with Matt definitely feeling a little less of the three of us individually now, we all took a dip to celebrate an action-packed few days. But even with us enjoying our new base, the action wasn't done yet. Instead, it was only just the beginning, as we were back around to Moldorc Castle. Except we were back around for attempt 2 versus the Black Widow. But this time we were equipped with higher level gear and more strengths than weaknesses. And the fight was long, but this time, it was a victorious one.
Why the fuck is this guy up here, man? Holy shit. Whoever just hit me did like half my HP.
That might have been me with an arrow.
Medic! Medic!
Oh my shit, there's so little damage. Yeah!
So we then decided it was long overdue to explore the castle, so we opted for our classic route, building a huge staircase up to it and a platform across to access it. And soon enough after building, we had arrived, so we headed inside, finding a hole dropping into the mysterious lab. But just like the front door that was locked, which we should have taken as a warning instead of just brute forcing our way inside, it was also locked.
This is locked, by the way.
No, I know a password.
Yeah.
But at least we got a milk molar for our troubles. But one other positive was we could now actually open the front door, but we'd have to wait a little bit longer to explore the lab. So we opted to make a quick pit stop at base, made much longer by the mosquito raid that triggered immediately after us arriving.
Oh no, we're getting raided.
By what though? Mosquitoes, that's fine. We'll clap their ass.
And that next one did leave us with some structural damage.
Hey, not my water do mix though, you bitch.
No, they're going for the turret.
So we fixed it up and took off to the next objective, another super mixer. And you might be thinking, maybe they've changed, and now that we were way more powerful, given it was the same enemies as last time, we were going to do something different. Absolutely not. We refined our craft even more and built an even better fortress this time.
This is really cool, because the way it like goes upwards.
Yeah, spirals up, innit?
Utilising the file and the surrounding structures to aid us, and 45 minutes later, it was perfect.
Hey, if you look at it from up here, yeah, it looks so sick.
We even added in some walls to the side to block off a different entrance, alongside an interior mushroom wall to give us more strength. So with a fortress fit for a king, we activated the super mixer and prepared for the incoming invasion. And once again, they threw everything they could at us.
Sorry, I'll deal with these three, there's only 3 of them.
With the roly-polies playing a bigger role this time.
Matt, roly-poly on my side.
2 roly-polies. Holy moly. There's another roly-poly coming in.
But ultimately, even with a few downs along the way, the sheer volume of walls was way too much resistance for the ants to break down in time. So we completed the second of 3 super mixers, this time with relative ease. Boom! And with a swing in our step, we decided there was no better time than the present to polish off the final super mixer. And with this one, we were facing a mixture of ticks, tiger mosquitoes and green-shelled bugs. The problem would be the mosquitoes, from the ceiling problem we'd been facing before. Because remember, they fucking fly. But we were seasoned at this point, so started construction on our final great fortress. This time adding in a little 4-wall blockade to the right passage.
Oh, there's a wasp there.
Making sure the insects funneled into one channel. So we got to work chopping and building, where this one presented a new challenge. We'd honed the craft so much that these mini fortresses were so tightly packed in, it was almost impossible to get in and out of them.
I don't know how the fuck you get in this.
Which definitely slowed the building process way down. But after a monumental effort, it was complete.
Is it though?
Not our favourite by any stretch, but it would do the job. So we booted up the super mixer and awaited the waves. And right up to the end, it was very calm. A couple ticks here and there.
These are ticking me off now, man.
Oh yeah.
And a few mosquitoes. However, they were waiting for the finale, to unload all their resources at once. So with a green shield stink bug leading the way,
he's charging,
and an army of mosquitoes following close behind,
oh my god,
we prepared to defend. Luckily, we managed to delay them just enough to complete the super mixer, completing the whole list of 8, which was a great thing to tick off.
Defend all the mixers.
So we headed back to base, patched up our weapons and equipment and slept, before we'd be back out there soon enough. And in the morning, we awoke, took care of what we needed to, before heading back to the upper yard, as we were heading to the huge stump we'd spotted earlier.
Oh, we're at the stump.
And it was up here we found our first moth.
Moth!
Which Jacob tried to kill, but failed ultimately.
Oh!
Other than this, we also found some milk molars, a field station, and plenty of upgrade materials, alongside mainly a lab entrance poking vertically out of the ground, but it was locked. Luckily for us, this time we knew how to open this one. Unluckily for Jacob, he was trekking all the way back to the pond lab to do it, but after a long swim, he got it powered up and the door opened.
I hit the button.
Allowing me to float down gracefully.
Is it open?
It is open. Oh shit, I fell through. Uncovering the Stump Lab outpost. So I made it through trouble 3. Oh, this is horrible. Like the whole lab's on its side. Opening the door with ease for Colin to enter and grab the Stump BURG.L chip. Now I had to give up and respawn at home due to how easy the climb actually was.
No, I'm stuck, man.
Now it wasn't due to the fact that my head was spinning at this point, and it actually took me 20 minutes to open a single door. But with the Stump Lab open and complete, Matt had been working on a little side project. He'd essentially been harassing wasps all day, shooting down their nests and then running away to avoid any repercussions. Except when we slept that night, we learned how every action has its consequences. So with the wasps now breaking out, Matt flawlessly gaslit Jacob into thinking it was his fault.
I think you started the war, Jacob.
Well, you did it.
You gave the orders. I was just following orders.
If I told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it? Come on, Matt, answer me.
Yes.
Good boy.
And with that causing a slightly frosty atmosphere at home, Colin decided to spend the pain away, grabbing the Mighty Jewel recipe and some other ones, basically now allowing us to max out our gear to its top level. So he came home and crafted a load of supreme platings, allowing him to max out his armor to level 9. And with that extra boost of strength, I think it's about time we go and make peace with one of our mortal enemies. So after cooking up the tasty toe jam sandwich, we headed straight into the fire ant nest. And the atmosphere was certainly hostile here.
Bit dingy in here.
You know, after we built a mega fortress on their doorstep and killed hundreds of them, not once, but twice, pretty recently. But luckily for us, Colin is an excellent chef, so we served the Fire Ant Queen the sandwich and we awaited the verdict, which of course was a good one. Woo, let's go! Meaning we now had made peace with the 3 different ant queens in the backyard. So we left before she changed her mind, setting our sights on the hole that was blown open by the escaping wasps. But quickly, we had to take some detours to take care of some stuff first. Firstly, heading down a seemingly harmless hole.
Let's see what's behind this door. Door number 1.
Until we dropped onto the head of a black widow.
Door number 1. What's down here? Raw science. Oh yeah. Boys, there's a black widow!
So we scampered out of there.
Jacob ran away and left me.
Where Colin puffed his chest back out with his new armor, returning in there to grab the milk molar.
Right, I'll fucking run past it, boys, don't worry.
And secondly, we decided for some reason, instead of fighting our way through this termite-ridden cave, we were just gonna run through it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we fuck it up? Until we ran into a much, much bigger termite.
Yeah, that's the termite king.
And alongside the termite king, there were also all the termites that chased us through.
Jesus Christ.
Splinter, who's got a level 3 chop? Fucking hurry up! So it was now time for our most chaotic and dark fight yet. And with the impending onslaught, we opted to just jump the king, which seemed to work, and we killed him pretty smoothly. Just keep swinging.
Holy shit.
Keep swinging. Just fucking swing.
No, I'm gonna go down.
Just swing. He's dead. Pretty smoothly. What then wasn't smooth was having to run back past all the termites we bypassed on the way in, which was arguably harder than the boss fight itself.
They've blocked the way. They've blocked us in. Gollum, no, I'm dead. I've got no stem.
Left, up left, up left. Behind you.
No, I'm making a jump for it. I'm coming, man.
So after just about escaping and some action-packed moments, we set up camp, ate some food, and began to poke our nose into the area that we'd just opened, quickly bypassing another black widow.
Oh, I found a black widow.
Hopping up a level and discovering the wasp nest. And there was a presence in here, something much bigger than the black widow. So we proceeded across a ledge, finding a field station, alongside a mini army of wasps. I'm just fucking standing and banging, I can't see any of them. And after dealing with them, we leapt onto another ledge.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I also missed.
Which we missed on the first attempt, of course. Definitely the arena.
I also missed.
But after picking ourselves up and making the jump on the second time of asking, the ledge opened up into a huge boss arena, until we realised we lacked the BBQ medley, needed to summon the boss, but luckily, Colin was up for some running, so we learnt the recipe and he set off while the 3 of us made ourselves comfy.
I'm in my defensive position.
Comfy enough that the wasp saw us here chilling. Oh no, the wasp king. Opting to get ahead of us, attacking their queen, deciding to attack Colin first.
But there's 5 of them, what am I meant to do?
Causing some big damage to the base in the process.
Oh my fucking god, man, they broke the thing when it was cooking the thing.
But soon enough he was back, equipped with some potions and mutations ready to face the Wasp Queen head on. So we placed the medley down and summoned her. And to say this was our hardest fight yet was an understatement.
Oh shit.
Based on two things. Firstly, she flew, a common weakness we had.
I don't think I can get to her. I don't have like any arrows and shit.
And secondly, she wouldn't stop spawning in help. So for the first half of the fight, it was essentially trying to survive and get any damage in that we could.
Oh, she's spawning drones now.
But even when things looked dire, we kept on reviving each other, and around halfway into the fight, we had depleted her troops.
We're doing, good damage here, good damage.
So for the majority of the second half of the fight, we gained the number advantage right back, and we put the advantage to work, finishing the Wasp Queen off in chaotic fashion.
Fucking hit it, bruv.
Dead. Got it.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
But we got it done is all that mattered, and whilst we were near the shed, we opted to climb back up to the top, this time floating down to the scab of Dr. Wendell Tully, installing the fuse we'd found in an effort to track him down.
Scab replacement fuse.
Flipping the switch and turning the scab on, learning a little bit more about the potential final days of Dr. Tully.
To my lab, underneath the shed. This is Dr. Wendell Tully, signing off. Goodbye.
But as we needed him, we kept up hope, so we entered the lab underneath the shed, which at first seemed like a run-of-the-mill lab, but quickly it divulged into something a lot more sinister. Essentially, an underground area where all of the insects we'd met so far were gathered in one spot, and we had to make it to the other side. So as I accidentally fell into the wrong hole, I was attacked by 15 orb weavers.
Oh, there's a lot more than 4 down there, mate.
Yeah, there is. There's about fucking 8 of them.
Where we were shown the real dangers of where we were. But after surviving that encounter, we were then on our way to find this platform atop the edge of a pond which was covered in webs, so we knew something was around the corner.
This feels like a boss.
Which ended up being a Black Widow.
Uh-oh, we got this.
Is that all it is, a Black Widow?
So instead of sneaking around it, we opted to complete the trilogy, losing quickly.
Oh god.
And then returning, this time learning from our early days, lowering the Black Widow into the water, which luckily worked.
I did it.
Allowing us safe passage through.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's a lab.
So we proceeded further into the lab, but still no sign of Dr. Wendell, but there were plenty of insects trying to stop us getting further.
Oh wait, we fuck these fuckers, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Which better?
Oh, Mega Milk Molar. Let me in.
And plenty of signs of something known as Project Man.
Project Man.
An unnerving presence as the damage to the lab became more severe the deeper we got down, until a way upwards opened, so we took it, with the drop back down almost certainly leading into a fight. So we gathered our thoughts before dropping inside.
3, 2, 1.
Meeting the man face to face.
Oh!
But this time, unlike the last few bosses, we absolutely blitzed him.
Fuck him up!
He's weak as shit.
As his only move was essentially to punch.
Oh, he's fucking shit. Oh.
Which directly correlated to our only move, essentially just punching him right back. So we just stood there and smacked each other.
Yeah, he's weak as shit, bro.
Behind you though, behind you, he's gonna get fucked by ants.
But unfortunately for him, there was 4 of us, so it was fairly straightforward.
Just fuck him up.
Get him! No! Yeah!
Nice.
That's fucking... Oh, he's not... Oh, there he goes.
So after that, we exited quickly, with even more hope now. So we overrided a nearby switch, cracked open a lab door, and found Dr. Wendell Tully after all this time.
Wait. It might skip a cutscene. He just fully commit. Okay.
Jacob, you idiot.
Wanted to listen to that, but...
Well, what was left of him? So after learning our true foe would be Director Schmector after all...
It's always Schmector.
We opened an adjacent side door, which opened to reveal the final embiggening cell ingredient, grilled science. So with Wendell with us now...
Wait, Wendell's helping us!
Look at him go!
We opted to return home before heading out to confront Director Schmector, replacing the hole in the wall made by the mosquitoes with a brand new balcony, upgrading and repairing our current weapon sets, alongside crafting the new tier 3 bow for myself, where we also tried to grab an achievement quickly, for getting 10 blocks in a row without being hit. So we knew only one man capable of the job, the one man who'd loved blocking ever since the beginning.
Get parried, pussy. Get parried, pussy. Get parried, pussy!
But since Colin was fumbling really badly...
Oh my god, I was one fucking parry off, man. Shit be pissing me off. This fucker needs to stop doing the triple attack. It's pissing me off.
We drafted in an unlikely hero who smashed the achievement out first time of asking.
Got it. Some people just build different, you know. Nothing you can learn.
He's just born with it. Also, returning to the lab underneath Moldorc Castle, where Tully overrid the door, allowing Jacob into the lab, where Dr. Tully warned him that this wasn't built by him, so Jacob proceeded anyway.
Wait, they're raising ants to be like their own.
Finding a very suspicious looking room.
Okay, yeah, that's a boss fight. Okay, I'm not going in there.
So with another boss fight on the horizon, we kept up our efforts in preparing, as that fight was coming sooner than we thought. So with our armor polished and our weapons sharpened, we ignored the wall of cleanup on the cards for us later, and took off to first foil Director Schmector, where Jacob petted our new addition, Glorpid, an aphid Matt had tamed and kitted out to join the team.
Your aphid has a helmet on.
So we returned to our previous staircase, and descended into the hostile lab, returning once again to the room Jacob had found, this time entering it together, where after all this time, we finally encountered Director Schmector.
Bravo, bravo. So the lab rats have finally reached the end of the maze.
And after him and Wendell had their little back and forth,
You gutless coward! Why don't you meet us here?
Poor Wendell. Lost your job, Trudy's left you, took the kids
oh
too.
shit. The fight officially commenced. Oh, it's Schmector. Oh, we're fucking him up.
Oh yeah, we're doing damage.
Essentially, a similar fight to the assistant manager, except tag on his whole army of brainwashed insects. Oh, orb weavers. Orc weavers. And a new range of attacks.
There's so many bubbles, oh my god. Laser! Laser!
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit! To the side, to the side, to the side.
But we also had a secret weapon with us, Matt, who had no choice but to enter the room this time.
Get your crossbow out. Smoke 'em up.
So he was coming awfully close to death numerous times. I'm stuck, man.
Oh shit. Oh no.
We kept up the attacks, dropping his health in between his bursts of lasers.
Jump him! Jump him! We've got him in the corner behind the lasers.
And with Wendell by our sides, we went in for one final attack together.
Go on, boys, get him.
One bar. I'm running. Get him!
Yes!
Foiling Director Schmector's plans once and for all. But he wasn't done trying to stop us yet. But we definitely tipped the scale in our favour for now, in terms of maybe getting back home in one piece. So we took our leave from his lab, where we may have thought our biggest test was behind us, but it was actually right in front of us. Now, in order to hit 100% in Grounded, we needed every scab, every location, every milk molar, every mega milk molar. Actually, I'll save a few minutes of speaking here. We need everything on screen now, and even though we've been doing really good in grabbing what we could throughout our playing so far, there was still a mountain of work to do. So it was time to get to work. So after opening the door we unlocked by completing the mixers,
oh, we got a bunch of upgrade stuff.
Oh.
We split into two teams. Myself and Colin were on Team Molar, essentially tasked with scouring the map for the remaining milk molars, whereas on Team Scab, composed of Jacob and Matt, they were tasked with uncovering and collecting all the locations and little collectibles scattered throughout the backyard. So with the plan set and the mountain in front of us, cue the music and let the next 7 hours of cleanup begin. And as we polished off the final milk molars and scabs we could get for now, everything else to complete was beyond the point we hadn't reached yet. Except just when you thought we were done, I completely forgot about mutations, which included 40 kills with each of these weapons and all of these, and we all needed to do it individually. So not to rush off quickly again, but change the song and cue the montage once again. Are we going to see that you've done like 0 parries and shit like
that? As far as I'm concerned, I've done the achievement.
Me and Jacob are culling the red ant population.
Oh, I got my chopper.
Oh, I got chopper.
Oh, I'm free! Hey, sharpshooter done.
Oh, I got the fist one. Get in. Oh shit. I have one left.
And to keep ourselves sane, our 6 came with a little gift, the power of staffs, mainly fire and ice, so we kept pushing on further.
I just made a mint one, yeah.
Did you get your Whittle Wizard, Kieran?
I did.
I just got one done.
And after 85 collectibles, 123 milk molars, over 800 enemies killed with various weapons, and over 7 hours of work, the cleanup was beginning to finally slow down. So I guess we'll slow down as well. And after 7 hours of grinding, I only had one thing on my mind that was keeping me going: building an official basketball court, as my loadout wasn't going to change anytime soon. So I got to work. Whereas on the flip side, Jacob finally decided to change his weapon up from the Antline Greatsword, equipping the recently unlocked Acid Edge. So he worked on upgrading that and his armor to prepare for the next fight, where Matt was out and about exploring, leaving Colum, who was also out exploring, mainly recuperating the resources we'd burned through whilst all collecting. So he spent the next while mainly just obliterating everything in his path. But in more important news, I was putting down the finishing touches onto my basketball court, including a storage bin and some inbuilt backboards when we inevitably miss horribly. What was frustrating was the jealous orb weavers trying to ruin it. They're interrupting our basketball game, the bastards. But we brushed them aside with ease. And whilst this was going on, Colin was off at BURG.L's. Not duplicating luckily this time, but checking on our progress regarding his 100 side quests, where we still had a few missing. One of them being equipping a whole set of boss tier armor.
98. Equip a full set of crafted armor from a boss.
So we cooked up a BLT and headed back to the Broodmother for round 2, where it wasn't even fair at this point and we absolutely obliterated the fight.
Snap that bitch.
So Colin returned home, placing a Mantis kebab on to cook.
Mantis kebab is being made.
Which was one of the final bosses we had to kill. Grabbing it bright and early, where we headed into the upper yard once again.
You think you found a deer?
Finding its home in the plant pots near the shed. So we summoned the Mantis, and this guy hit like a train. But like we've said, at this point, you need a bit more than just standing and swinging, because we might not be very skilled anywhere else, but just swinging was one of our specialties.
Man, this boss is easy, what the fuck?
So after the usual downs, we polished the Mantis boss fight off. Apex Predator. Grabbing another mutation for our troubles as well. So after returning and repairing what we needed, we equipped our gas masks for the final time, as we were heading into the haze, where we scaled up this tube of ant killer, which was the thing causing the haze leakage. So we plugged it with some gum nuggets we found nearby, which now allowed us full vision of the haze. It's good you pose on your own there, yeah?
Yeah, a little pose.
Plugged it. Which made it easier to find the final boss fight in the game, the Infected Broodmother, considered by many as the hardest, so we opted to wait until we were our strongest to face up against it. So with its cave coming into view, we had that same feeling the first Broodmother fight gave us, but we suppressed the nerves and headed inside, where the cave was full of rather explosive looking fungal growths. So with all of us present, we kicked off one of our final major obstacles between us and 100% of grounded. Ooh, I did not like that. And as boss fights go, we absolutely crushed this one.
Oh, wait, we did tons of damage.
Through a combo of mint clubbing and mint staffs, its health was plummeting, and we were beginning to grow in confidence.
Wait, is this not meant to be the hardest one in the game?
Yeah, I think so.
So with everything on the line, we went in for the kill, dropping the Infected Broodmother.
Fucking hell. Did we not get to loot it?
But something was wrong.
Phase 2.
Where this boss fight was about to take a turn for the worst, as phase 2 brought more speed, more damage, more movesets, and more debuffs on every hit, which directly countered our stand and swing method.
Oh my, the vision is horrible in this fight.
So we were in for a tough few minutes.
Bombs again.
But even after all the constant downing and reviving, we were beginning to lower its damage into the red. Low, very low.
Please don't have a stage 3.
Where we all ran in to finish off the Infected Broodmother. Let's finish it.
We got him.
Die.
Yeah.
It's not dead. Except once again, it wasn't dead.
No, surely. This is a fake out. No.
No, what?
And it cracked back into life for the third time. And everything I mentioned above about more speed had got even worse.
Oh, it does like quick attacks now.
Tagged on was the ridiculous health bar it now had.
Oh my god, the hell.
And its ability to lifesteal pretty much all of our health. So after I sadly perished trying to revive Jacob in midair,
what?
Kieran's out of the game.
The three of them tried with everything they had, but sadly, phase 3 was where we fell to the infected broodmother.
Out. We all went down.
Well, now we know.
And you know us by now. We should probably go and return to base, figure out the best build for the fight, and fully upgrade that gear before taking it back on. But we just gave Jacob my staff and came back for second, where after making it to phase 3 once again, the sheer amount of explosives it shot out was ridiculous.
Are we all dead?
No, nice. Huge, Matt, huge. And after dying in a corner, we all fell for the bait and rushed to the corner.
Double killed us again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that bomb.
Where we died for our second time.
Nah, I died.
Oh, no.
So surely there's going to be a little bit of replanning.
Like you said, confidence, we're going to do it this time.
No, we died for the third time on phase 3 again.
1v whatever.
Hey.
No,
And surely now we'd go and change strategy. Except you all know by now we just went back in for a fourth time with the exact same strategy. And for the fourth time, the broodmother gave us the same result.
He's aggroed on you.
we didn't even get him level 3.
But as a quick consolation, at some point in between fights, we managed to peep an infected wolf spider.
Yo!
Oh!
There's just one crawling around the base.
Completing the set of all creature cards found, which at least was something to hang on to. But the worst part was, each fight we seemed to get further and further away from the goal, barely even making it into phase 3 anymore. And we were even losing hope in our own methods, which have got us through every video so far. Maybe for once, we were going to actually have to play a game properly. You know, get our gear to level 9, equip some better weapons suited for the fight, and grab a load of potions for the road. But it was like 1 AM at this point, so in a sleepy delusional daze, we said 5th time's the charm and gave it another go. And for once, it was looking pretty good.
What was that? What?
We were all staying safe, obviously downing every now and then, but we were beginning to learn its patterns. So phase 1 fell with ease, quickly joined by phase 2, and we were beginning to ramp up and feel something special brewing.
Because I've got no armor this time, so all of this stuff.
I ain't had armor since attempt 1. So we went in for a routine attack when the Xbox servers shut down, and we lost everything.
What? The servers went offline.
I can't believe the servers just went offline.
That's going in as well, and people are gonna know. So with that utter heartbreak, we decided they were sending us a sign to come back on a fresh day with a fresh perspective.
Let's fucking get this bitch.
Keep it humble today. But sadly, the only thing that changed in the 6th attempt was the day, as we got fucking rattled once again.
Hey.
And even after a fresh perspective and a day, we were right back into the hopeless zone once again. And you know what they say, 7th time's the charm. And after figuring out most of our deaths was due to friendly fire,
yeah, I've knocked Kieran out a couple times.
We adopted a strategy of letting the staffs take centre stage, with me and Column circling instead, where we smashed phase 1 in a matter of seconds.
Wait, we just fucking minced it, what the fuck?
And it feels strange saying this, but phase 2 also seemed to pass by rather smoothly.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
One more phase.
Same again. Now granted, we'd been here plenty of times before, and our healing was completely messed up at this point, but we'd entered a certain freedom, being 7 attempts deep at this point.
That's a lot of damage.
So began to play with no fear, and it began to work. And after an incredible flurry of attacks, we raised Jacob up and went in for the final blow.
Oh, we're so close.
Oh, yeah!
Thank fuck.
Fucking hell. Finally killing the infected broodmother, where we bid the hares a final goodbye and returned, where we'd used up most of our materials at this point, meaning repair glue would be hard to come by. So we kind of just split off and worked on repairing our armor and tools for the next while, alongside adding in some final touches to our base, where before long we quickly replenished our resources and headed up to brew the embiggening cell cocktail, as the end was in sight. So we ziplined up, installing the embiggening cell into the Java-matic machine, where after successfully rage baiting Column on the zipline,
Matt, you little poo-poo. Fuck off, Kieran, man.
He pushed the button prematurely, where I made a cameo in the cutscene, floating down gracefully.
Oh, he's clicked it.
Well, I mean, well, no one responded, so.
I'm floating down, look at me. But this allowed the Java-matic to brew the embiggening cell, but it needed power from the mixer modules down below.
Insufficient power.
So it was time for our final defense. So we headed into the lab underneath, equipped ourselves with all the loot, grabbed a statue, and loaded up on mushroom bricks for some walls, curving a circular wall around each of the 3 mixers. And with them all being repaired, it was time to go. So I placed myself on C, Jacob on A, and Matt manned mixer B, leaving Column to run between them as the middleman, where Director Schmector's army came in for one final attack.
Mosquito.
Oh wait, they're orc things. My axe is super good against all of them.
But at this point, we were seasoned enough to deal with a threat sent our way. So after waves and waves, and a strangely long break in the middle,
this is really underwhelming. Maybe it does
step up a bit.
Maybe when you're solo, this is hard.
And then some more waves. This fight paled in comparison to the infected broodmother we'd just come through. So it was only a matter of time until we completed it.
Large insect incoming!
It's a Maya. Oh no.
Completing the brewing of the embiggening cell in the process. Woo!
Oh no, insufficient power. Now go repair something else. Hey, it's done.
Where sadly, it was now time to pay for the sins of Colin. So after his numerous duplications throughout the video, wasting thousands upon thousands of raw science, we now needed a lot of it to finish the 100% by acquiring everything from BURG.L's shop.
Time to farm science.
So we constructed a platform, placed a waft emitter atop it, basically a machine where you summon a bunch of enemies and after killing them, you get science in return. So we decided to summon a bunch of black ox beetles, triggering a rather strange fight. Put them on a treadmill because of the ice.
Bro, there's so many.
Yeah, they can't get round each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They just...
Oh, one jumped over.
So after dealing with that, it was mainly a rinse and repeat, completing the same ritual over and over again, until eventually we had just enough science where after some more BURG.L quests, we'd have enough to buy everything in the shop, so another goal ticked off. So with all the bosses defeated, the cocktail brewed, Schmector foiled, it was nearly time to return home, after being lost for over 70 days, but there was still a couple things left to accomplish, mainly a couple little BURG.L quests still lingering, so we opted to divide and conquer. Where Matt began working on crafting some tier 3 meals, Colm headed over to the edge of the map to raise a BURG.L flag we'd left lingering, and I swam across the pond, discovering and looting the final few collectibles in the Remix.R room, a place we had no clue how we hadn't discovered it at this point, with it being really close to us, but we had no clue what it did for now, so we left it alone. And for one more glorious run, we were back in the Broodmother's den, where I won't waste your time. We killed it twice in quick fashion, so we came home to soak in our glory. Should we have a soak while it's alright?
We soak it, yeah?
Yeah, we're having a little soak. A little victory soak. Finishing our conquest of the Broodmother by crafting the armour set, so Colm duplicated one of the items for one last ride, before equipping the full set of Mother Demon armour, completing the final BURG.L quest. So with one last sleep in the backyard, we fought back to the beginning, the first time we found the baseball, our first wolf spider encounter, and the whole host of memories along the way, before waking up and taking the base in for one final time, before it was time to return to normal. So we returned to the spacer platform from the beginning, standing around it before placing the embiggening cocktail into the spacer, and for the final time, pushing a suspicious looking button, activating the spacer and returning to full size, completing the game with a 100% scorecard and growing big, completing 100% of Grounded.
And with a flash, that was the end of the tiny adventure of a lifetime. At least that's what the local papers call it. It's hard to believe how much has happened since then. There were reporters, investigators, even the FBI got involved. They tried to keep a lid on all of it, but the whole story came out. About the kidnappings, about the dead teenagers, about Omni. Turns out, everyone did learn the name of Director Dalton Schmector, just like he always would. But when the dust settled, the weirdest thing happened. People learned the truth about the shrinking technology and about me. It felt good to get the recognition that I had always wanted for all my life. Pete, Willow, Max, and Hoops tried to go back to being normal teenagers. BURG.L has joined the kids' new science and robotics club. He's the mascot, I didn't tell him. I'm expecting big things from all of them. Life's getting back to normal around here. It's funny that the world can still seem so small. And no, I haven't come up with my next big invention. And I don't mind one bit either. Because when it comes down to it, all that really matters is that we make the most of the time that we have.
Except it wasn't fucking done yet. After that beautiful cutscene and cinematic ending, we now had to shrink back down once again for some stupid New Game Plus achievements. So I'm going to do this fast, hopefully not ruining the ending from a second ago in the process. We returned to the Remixer, activated it, and headed to some alternate universe, where everything is now stronger, but we weren't here for a long time. Go, 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 go! So me and Matt went to the Hedge Lab, Colm and Jacob went to the Pond Lab, and after speaking to BURG.L, we both quickly grabbed the respective super chips before fighting the Ladybug at the haze, grabbing that super chip as well, and then going to the Black Ant Hill, killing the assistant manager and grabbing that super chip. So after gathering the pieces along the way, we killed the man, and then we found Dr. Tully once again. Failed to brew the embiggening cocktail once, before duplicating everything we needed with this new influx of science and constructing a monster fortress, managing to brew it this time, quickly then returning to the spacer, inputting the cocktail, activating it, and growing big for the second time, and finally, and this time for real, completing 100% of Grounded.